Oh dear. I shouldn't laugh because it's really extremely dangerous situation that we're going to find ourselves in. But oh my giddy aunt. Trump supporters, Reform supporters, Tories in general. They're all batshit crazy. They really are. What the hell's going on? Boy, I wasn't going to do this topic today to start with. No, sorry, Gingers. Well, and I thought, what the hell? And then I started researching it. Okay. Getting a few bits and pieces together. These people are nuts. They're absolutely bonkers. Bonkers, I say. Apparently, about 30% of the voters in the US are Trump supporters. 30%. Hope that's not you, Gingers. Oh, I know it's not. Of course not. No. All right, have I got audio? Should I just check? I'll do audio check, shall I? I'll do an audio check. Reform supporters. I've got audio. Oh, that's a good sign. I wasn't talking to myself then. Well. Oh my Gideon. What the hell? This is really serious. It's almost as serious as Kim Jong-un delivering parcels of food to South Korea. Right, a balloon. And a whole load of rubbish as well. And maybe a few Tampax. I don't know. What's wrong with people? Really, it's just this is just getting beyond. It's getting no, it's getting beyond reality, isn't it? So let me just pop the chat out so I can see what we've got here. I can hear you, Sebastian. Sebastian's already growling at me. What is he like? You have to wait, Sebastian. You got to wait. Yeah. Okay. We've got the chat up. Oh crikey, we have live chat. Hello, Mad Monk. All right. Oh my Gideon. Now, this stream could be extremely long, but it's not going to be, all right? Because it's just so much stuff out there. I haven't been through it all. There's loads. It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. They're just besides themselves. They can't help it. It's almost as bad as Marjorie Taylor Greene saying Jesus was arrested. Trump's Jesus. God and all that. Oh, blimey. People have gone absolutely crazy. Let's make that a little bit bigger. And I hope everyone's had a lovely week. Have you been enjoying yourself, you know? Jeanette Carpenter, hello there. Okay, I'm just hoping that tosses him in jail for violating the gag order. Yeah, there he was. We might go into that a bit in the minute, you see. Blah 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 blah. It's verbal diarrhea. He can't help himself. But why is it? Why have we got this cognitive dissonance? These people that just think he is literally brought to them by God. Just like King Charles III. What Alex says. So, good afternoon to Gingers. We've got Joe. We've got Bad Monk. Hello, Bad Monk. Hope you're well. I've got a spanner in the works. Cheers, buddy. Good evening, Marcus and Cruz. There's 91 leads. Joe, Gingers. Trump, the carrot top mutant. Has to be sent back to oblivion of the Nixons. He needs to be sent somewhere. Jail. That's where he needs to be sent. Jail. Lock him up. Didn't he say that about Clinton? Oh, I think so. But then he denies it that he does. Oh dear. How do Mad Monk, Joe, and still hello. How do you two? Hello, Derek and Billy Kershaw. Hi, Derek, and hi, Dom, says Vinny. Dom, Vinny, 91 Lee. We'll say hello to each other. Hello, everybody. Let's call her Alastar. I think I missed your chat, super chat you did last week. I think the last one you did. I think I missed it, so I must apologise. So I feel very guilty. Oh, Bish, evening all. Shout at me if I forget, because just me, yes, it's quite hard to keep on top of them all. Joe, hello, Billy Kershaw. Hello to Billy Kershaw too. Ian Harp, hello there. I hope everyone's is well. I hope so too. I've been okay today, actually. I've been playing. I have, yeah, in my workshop, playing with my wood. They're not that kind of wood. No, wood as in wooden wood. If you know what I mean. Yeah. Hello, Margaret Clark. Hello there. Hope you're well. What did I miss? Oh, there we come. People saying hello, hello. Hey, Joe Lefty Boat. Hello there. Is it just Joe Lefty now? Because you haven't got a boat. You've got a boat now, have you? I miss my boat, I tell you. I really do. It's not a lot of good here, though. We're a bit landlocked. Well, we've got lakes, but not much in the way of access to the sea. Unless you want to go over a few weirs. I don't fancy that. Houseman Care says, how do you pronounce it? Soir Alba. Is that the Alba party or just Alba? Even all. Coming down. That we are. Right, coming down. Ginger's say that she's not one of the 30%. Yeah, I have of that 30%. I have to. I think she's not fibbing. I think she's being honest. We met Ginger. She's been here, and I think she's normal. Yeah, sort of, or verging on normal. I think. Yeah, you know what I mean. Lovely Gingers. Hello, Chapman. You can't have a president who's banned from countries. Yeah, how's that going to work out? He's not allowed to vote. He's not allowed to bear arms. These are felonies. What's he going to do? Have one of his... is it in the Constitution? He's got one of his little signatures. Yeah? Hello, dog. I hope you're well. Be great to see Farage visiting Trump in the penitentiary. Oh, my God. Oh, I was in the greenhouse as well today, yeah. Potting on some plants in the greenhouse. And there was, oh, crikey, one of the LBC presenters. I can't remember his name. I think he's a Muslim guy. He's a bit of a, he's a bit of a Tory. Anyway, he was going on about flipping Farage and how great he was, pretty much. Sucking up to him. Oh, I like Farage and that. I don't necessarily agree with his policies and stuff like that, but he's a really, really nice geezer. And he's such a, such a good guy and all that. What? Can't give me a break. Flipping hell! If there's anyone I'd like to slap, it'd be him. Crikey, damage he's done to the country, and the war that he's about to do. Hello, Dorgo. I hope you're well. Yes, put him in. Lock him up. With him. Farage, that is. Along with his too sexy for his shirt. Oh, Lou 2D Games. Oh, yeah. Even folks, even to you too. His criminal record and no diplomatic immunity stops him from getting visas to enter. Do you reckon they might just waive that? Because if he's the president. But then again, if he's locked up. Oh, that's not likely to happen, is it? This is what really gets me about this, really. This is all going to be chucked in the old long grass. He's going to appeal, and it's going to go on and on and on and on and on. Any ordinary folk who don't have the money or the support behind them, or 40 million just donated to him within, overnight after the verdict. If it was ordinary people, they would be locked up months ago, if not a year ago. But no, Donald Trump is different, isn't he? He's special. Special kind of orange, I would say. It's just wrong, isn't it? These people should not have preferential treatment. No. Just because he's got support from the crazies. And I'll call them what they are. They are batshit crazy. They really are. Oh, what's that? Oh, cheers, buddy. Wally Med Funds, really appreciate that. Alistair, he hasn't had a very good week. He's had a lot of fits this week, so I think it's going to be vet time again for him soon. Which probably means more medication. No, he's been a bit poor. He's had 2 fits today, one last night. He had one yesterday, and then he's had lots of little tiny ones, lots of smaller ones as well. So he's had that ain't good. It's getting worse, I'm sure it is. Oh, little one. Is he there? No, he's not. I've got Pandora and Sebastian. I'll thank you, my friend. It is really appreciated, it really is. Ramfly says President Trump. He's just a citizen. Yes, a former president. But they still call him president, don't they? Yeah, but yeah, he's just a citizen. He's a citizen with too much power, but not necessarily because he's got too much money, because he's got too much of that. Too much gob. And he's just he doesn't care about America. He doesn't give a damn about America. If he thought it'd be in his interests, America can burn, as far as he's concerned. Seriously, these people have followed me. Oh yeah, he truly loves you, the America, yeah, all that. No, he doesn't. He's selling secrets. He was to flippin' Putin, and the judge kicked the can down the road. Would not give a trial date. Postponed it. So indefinitely is what they said, wasn't it? Indefinitely. Yet again, he's going to get away with murder. That is treason. What do they do for treason in the United States now? Did they chop his head off or something? He could put it. I'll tell you what, I'd screw it to a block of wood, I would. I'll make my lovely little mount, yeah, in the workshop and that. Yeah. I might even turn it up on the lathe. Might put it on my side table or something.
Smaller in number, are we? Larger in mind.
No, he hasn't been very well. I'll thank you, so I really appreciate that, buddy. No, he hasn't been very well this week at all. And we've got Matthew here as well at the minute, so he's witnessed it and that. So he's like, Matthew, you know, and he's been really good up until he had on Caroline's in the UK last week. Little Wally's my dog, by the way, if you don't know. He had a few little fits last week, but they were quite small. They're just like little phasing and stuff, you know what I mean? Like that thing he does, and then he just falls over. But yeah, he's this week he's I say this week. When I say last week, I mean like the week over a week ago. But this week just gone, he's had a few sort of full on fits. It's flipping scary it is. These like screams, you know. It's horrible. It's been horrible, it is. Thanks, Alistair. I really appreciate it, buddy. Thank you. Hello, Jup James. Right, where will I be? Let's go on to there. And Terry Regan, hello there. Is it Regan or Reagan? Regan? Plymouth activist for justice. Don't even refer to him as a president. That title needs strip. It does need strip. Oh, cheers, buddy. Cheers. Is it Joe Lefty now? Or is it not boat anymore? Is it? I don't suppose. Is your boat been apprehended now by the buyer? I would like another boat, but it's not gonna happen. It's too pointless. It really is. And to be honest, even when I had the boat before, it's just in the same old bit of river, and then get to sea. You know, you spend more time on the river than you do in the sea because it takes a while to get there. So yeah, boats are slow. So hello the cat, hello there. Maybe you should watch the Midas Network, all shorts. Dumpf is looking at an 18-month sentence along with the gag order stuff being tagged on. That's a very short sentence, isn't it? He should get a maximum until 20 years maximum for that amount of felonies. So many per felony, but a maximum of 20. But it's been brandished as sort of misdemeanors, but they're not. They're not misdemeanors. Flipping hell, it's corruption, it's fraud. Just looked at the US election to think Trump has 51%. Says M. Carpenter. I know. 51%. Can you imagine him being a president again? How dangerous is that for the world? Oh, he didn't start any wars. No one really knew what he was doing. Neither did he. Don't even refer to... don't... Well, okay. He isn't President Trump. The orange one, all right? I've been tangled. He's been tangoed. Hello, 91 Leeds. $B, hello, buddy. Hope you well. Good evening, all. I've got 2 spanners in the works. I have. Yeah, cheers, Joe Lefty. Thank you. I don't know. Quite frankly, do you think we need to buckle up? Huh? If Trump ends up being the next president, a second term for Trump, do you think we need to buckle up? Flipping hell, he's like walking PFA, isn't he? You know, he's like Teflon Don of American politics, I suppose. No, he's just been slapped, isn't he, with his 34 felony guilty verdicts. 34. And the ink pretty much barely is dry on the flipping on those verdicts. And Trump's legion of die-hard fans, they're already plotting. Already plotting. Now turning the internet into some kind of cesspool of threats and conspiracy theories. And oh my giddy aunt, these people. They walk amongst us. Do you know what? They can have babies and make more of them. I think that's the problem. They breed. There's no hope. You might get the odd one break free from the clan, but as a whole, there's too many of them. These people, they say, well, this, that, and the other, and maybe an interviewer will say something like, have you seen the video? And I'll say, no. These claims are just like they've been brainwashed. It's a religion. It's a religion. That's what it is. So, I suppose, when you get these old Trump supporters, they're probably saying, oh, why not, you know? It's a bit of fun, you know, a bit of fisticuffs. A bit of, you know, AK-47 lark, you know? They're all frothing at the flipping mouth. They're furious. We're talking about kind of a tsunami, really, of violent rhetoric. Aimed at everything, aimed at everybody. From, well, the judge. Poor old Judge John Merchan. And you got the prosecutors. And now even the jurors. You know, the jury. This is trial by jury. There's no collusion. Oh, you said that. Oh, I wonder. Oh, no, I'm not going to do it. Should I do it? No, don't do it, Marcus. I just think myself. There you go.
Colluded in those efforts.
No collusion. No collusion. There's been absolutely no collusion.
So help me God.
Oh, I couldn't resist. I knew it was there somewhere. Oh, anyway, by the way, these flipping jurors, all they did really was a civic duty by showing up. They didn't say, oh, I want to do it. No, I want to do it. No, I want to do it. No, I want to do it. I want to be a juror. No. They were selected. Just like they are in the UK. And they also got the Manhattan District Attorney, Alvin Bragg, whose supposed home address is now floating around the darker corners of the internet. Probably Donald Trump's Truth Social, whatever they like to call it, which has lost shitloads of money because he fabricated its value yet again. He floated it, and now it's just lost more money. Lost a lot of money just because of this trial as well. Good. Its value has plummeted. It's absolutely impossible for that flipping thing to be worth that much. There isn't enough people on there. And advertising value on there is, well, there's hardly anyone advertising on there. So where's the money coming from? Probably Vladimir Putin again. More than likely. Just like Farage. And Leave.eu. It did make me laugh, though. When Leave.eu got shut down by the EU because you can't have a .eu domain unless you're in the EU. Allshorts.eu, my domain name. But I live here, in France. Which happens to be in the EU. Thank God. I'm not a religious man. Thank the Lord. Oh, I'm not a religious man, no, but crikey, ain't I happy that I'm here. Fine. Well. And then, of course, this isn't happening in some sort of Blackwater chat room. Well, it is. It's also happening on the same platforms where the plans were brewed for the flippin' January the 6th Capitol riots. Which some crazies are saying never happened. Oh, you never see the videos of inside the Capitol riots. They look like they're just walking through. Never seen violence, no. It was peaceful. What the fuck are they doing there? Anyway, there's that geezer who managed to taser his balls or not something he pegged up. Oh, poor bugger. No. Remember that little shindig where people stormed based on that lie that the election was stolen from Donald Trump. And Dominican, well, they got their money's worth, didn't they? They sued Fox News. Fox News got rid of that other dodgy presenter geezer who went to see Putin. And pretty much let Putin say whatever he wanted. God. Flippin' hell, this is just mad. Do you think we're maybe witnessing history? Not just repeating itself, but rather insisting? Like a drunk uncle. A drunk uncle? At a wedding. What drunk? Do a bit of dad dancing, maybe. We haven't heard last of him, have we? Even if he's in jail. Apparently he's going to be standing. He'll be ruining the country from inside the jail. Called to his attorney. These people are, like I say again, batshit crazy. It's just, what the hell's going on? Oh. Log him up, is what I say. Log him up. What did Donald Trump say? Well, did he say? Oh, he said that he didn't say that. That's what he said.
Rachel app.
Yeah, there we go. Let me show you. There you go. Yeah. Oh, here we are.
I want to follow up on what Rachel asked you, though, because I know you're struggling with it. I hear you say it's a tough question, a bit unsure.
Oh, tough
You
question.
got this
What a
instead.
tough question it is.
Hillary Clinton locked her up. You declined to do that as president.
I beat her. It's easier when you win. And they all said lock her up, and I felt, and I could have done it, but I felt it would have been a terrible thing.
Didn't you say it?
And then this happened to me. And so I may feel differently about it. I can't tell you. I'm not sure I can answer the question. Hillary Clinton, I didn't say lock her up, but the people.
Oh,
who
you
said lock
didn't.
her up-
Oh, okay. You didn't say that. All right. Oh, I think you did somehow.
You shouldn't lock them up. Lock up the Bidens. Lock up Hillary. Lock them up. You shouldn't lock them up. Lock up the Bidens. Lock up Hillary.
Oh dear. But you see, this could all be fake news, couldn't it? Yeah, all fake news. Oh, cheers, Alistair. Alistair here is just gifted 5 All Shorts memberships. Cool. I need some ideas. Right? I need to be putting stuff on there. I've put some stuff on there. But we need ideas, please. So there he was, telling everybody that, well, telling people in the interview in Fox News that he didn't say lock her up, and that's the thing you see with videos. Maybe it's deep fake. Oh. Which is extremely risky. Not so much with the video. I think you can tell with the video. I think it's fairly obvious. It's still not quite animated correctly, a little bit robotic, and maybe not quite. Anyway, it doesn't kind of work properly yet. It will do, but not quite yet. No, I think it's more a case of the audio. I think it was on Sky News I talked about this, but I've been talking about loads before and stuff like that. But that was on Sky News this morning, I believe. Yeah, it was Sky News this morning, wasn't it? Yeah, talking about these deep fakes, and it's incredibly accurate. Pretty much just get a voice sample, write whatever you want to say, and then process it, and then you get a voice sampled of anything. Even your Keir Starmer. Even he got caught out on that one, didn't he? So Biden did, telling everybody, no, don't vote. Oh, dear me. It's just madness. The whole thing's absolute madness. But almost poetic, isn't it, really? It's just... And then we've got all these threats and violent rhetoric. All sort of following... oh, crikey. The script from Trump's own playbook, I suppose. Anything that goes against him must be rigged. Yeah. It's everybody else. He said all against him. Oh, look what they did to me. I just don't know what to say. I really don't. It says rigged and sham. It's a disgrace. A disgrace to democracy. Unless, of course, it works in his favour, I suppose. So while Trump gears himself up, potentially for another shot at the presidency, and like someone said here, 51%. 51%. What's it say about... Oh, Gingers, what's it say about your comrades? For God's sake. Oh, don't get me wrong, we've got our problems. We've got our problems here in France as well. We've got the Marine Le Pens of the world, and Steve Bannon sucking up to, and he's been sucking up to Liz Truss, or was it Liz Truss sucking up to him? She even brought his own lettuce. Okay, just made that up. Right, yeah. But either way.
That is a disgrace.
Oh, let's go back to the chat. But I don't want to miss people. All right. Cheers, Tom. Cheers, Joe. The buyer pulled out, so it's going to, on eBay. What? Oh, crikey. No boat buyer pulled out, so it's going on eBay. Oh, okay, so you still got your boat. At least you got moved yet, then. Have we got that on times? Am I a bit behind, aren't I? Hello, Terry Reagan, hope you're well. And Steve McGowan, the statue of Trump, Putin, and the toilet at the Russian embassy here will be fixed this week to have Trump in a prison jumpsuit. Will it clash? Will it clash with the prison jumpsuit? Aren't they orange? Ain't they orange? They'll clash. I suppose he won't get access to. What's he going to do? You know, we're actually going to see Trump in his real skin, and not the orange one. Where's he going to get that spray tan, eh? When's he going to get... They don't do them in prison. Do you reckon he'll get people on his side in there, protecting him? Huh? It's going to be like porridge. Oh, the sound on the video play is low. I know why. Do you know what? Hang on. Why is that low? Let's have a look. Is it low because of... You talking about this one? That one?
That
Oh,
is
no, it
a
should be there.
disgrace.
Lock them up. You shouldn't lock them up. Lock up the Bidens. Lock up Hillary. Lock them up. You
Says
shouldn't
that,
lock them up. Lock.
Could be that one. Thanks, Alstom. Or was it the other one? Was it this one?
Then we won. I want to follow up on what Rachel asked you, though, because
Ah,
I'm
I know
struggling
why.
with it. I hear you say it's a tough
Picking up
question,
the
a bit
microphone, but I
unsure.
had to-
You
that's
famously
the
said regarding Hillary Clinton, lock her up. You declined to do that as president.
I beat her. It's easier when you win. And they all said lock her up. And I felt, and I could have done it, but I felt it would have been a terrible thing. And then this happened to me. And
Oh.
so I may feel differently about it. I can't tell you, I'm not sure I can answer the question. Hillary Clinton, I didn't say lock her up, but the
You did. Anyway, I'm prepaid just in case you couldn't hear it. Okay, so, as Storm Rider, Jeanette Carpenter, well, it's hard for me to get the details right since I am not from the States. I really don't see anything going for Orange Mussolini. No, I don't think anyone with half a brain cell that isn't suffering with Dunning-Kruger effect, well then, no, they can't either. No, but everyone else is just batshit crazy. It's just really hard. I think. Jeanette says. Oh, what did Storm Rider say? Let's have a look. Bum 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 bum. What have I missed? What have I missed? What have I missed? Sound, says Joel. Sound. I know. I think I saw it now. There we come. There we come. Let's go down. Let's go. Most Americans don't get the details right because they refuse to think critically. Yeah. You could say that. Just. Oh. There is a clip on here with all that one. They criticise me for going to college. He says they say things like, all the Democrats, you see, they all went to college. It's just, why is it all the Democrat, all the people go to college, all the kids that come out of college, they end up Democrats? What are they teaching them in there? I suppose they teach them how to be critical. Just that. Let me just let my dog out. Hello, boy. You show your face. Oh, leave that door open. I leave it open for a little bit. Leave it ajar. Sorry, you saw my butcher's apron. Oh, it's heavy. World's gone bad. Pork markets. Oh, God, okay. Where is it? I ain't got it. Sorry, I got rid of it. No, I
In
haven't.
December, I'll be in Beijing, opening up new pork markets.
And all the tea in China. Blimey, these people. Maybe the cons in the Cell Block 9 will make him a couple of podiums. Well, that one he's standing, crikey. Yeah, where was it now? Where was he standing? Oh, where it is, yeah. This one, it looks a little bit wonky. Yeah, when you're standing in front of this podium. But what is this all about? Crikey, I'll play a little bit of it, but it's just... If you haven't watched this, you need to watch it anyway. It's just nuts.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Oh,
This is,
he's got cards.
A case where if they can do this to me, they can do this to anyone.
Oh, incitement.
These are bad people. These are, in many cases, I believe, sick people. When you look at our country, what's happening where millions and millions of people are flowing in from all parts of the world, not just South America, from Africa, from Asia, from the Middle East, and they're coming in from jails and prisons, and they're coming in from mental institutions and insane asylums. They're coming in from all over the world into our country. And we have a president and a group of fascists that don't want to do anything about it because they could right now, today, he could stop it. But he's not. They're destroying our country.
Don't worry, old Trumpy baby. Don't worry, the orange one. Your son, Eric, he's been doing an almighty job fighting your corner. He really has. It has to be said, you know. Oh, there he is.
New York, millions and millions and millions of dollars. And New York deserves so much better than this. And I cannot wait for the day that we win. We will. We're right. The entire country knows this is nonsense. They don't know this is nonsense. The entire country knows this is not the day that we win. We will. We're right.
Did you say the quote?
We're right. The entire country knows this is nonsense. They don't buy it. Apologies to New York. Millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Crikey. Him and Steve Bannon, isn't it? And Trump Jr. Oh my giddy aunt. That one. But don't worry. Marjorie Taylor Greene, she was right. She was, yeah, apparently. It's just was.
President Trump is joining some of the most incredible people in history being arrested today. Nelson Mandela was arrested, served time in prison. Jesus was arrested and murdered by the Roman government. There have been many people throughout history that have been arrested and persecuted by radical, corrupt governments. And it's beginning today in New York City. And I just can't believe it's happening, but I'll always support him. He's done nothing wrong.
Talking to myself.
Recent polls have shown a fifth of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map. Why do you think this is?
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere like such as, and I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries, so we will be able to build up our future for our children.
Thank you very much, South Carolina.
Are you like a crazy person?
What did I just watch? Oh my giddy aunt. I suppose it explains this. God bows down to President Donald J. Trump. Oh. Absolute nuts. A lot of them. Anyway. In the name of Trumpism. Trumpism, that's what it is. They're all gone flippin' loony. They really have. Let's be clear. This isn't just about, well, protecting their champion, little Trump, with his tiny hands. Do you notice what I did with the card? I made his hand small. Just so you don't even noticed. I mean, the tiny little hands. They're like little baby's hands. They were. Anyway, it's about intimidating people. Anyone who dares stand up and say, hey, maybe the Emperor has no clothes. Or in this case, maybe the Emperor really did try to pay off a porn star to keep quiet. And hide them. Well, the papers. Bit of jiggery pokery and all that, you know. It's called fraud. Well, they go, dox the jurors. Dox them now. And one user, I was reading basically what I can remember now. Anyway, they wrote after Trump's conviction on a website, which formerly known as the Donald, which was it was very popular amongst those in the Capitol riots. And the post appeared to be quickly removed, apparently, by the moderators. It said, in this post, said, we need to identify each juror, then make them miserable, maybe even suicidal. And wrote another user on the same forum, 1 million men armed need to go to Washington and hang everybody. That's only one solution. Wrote another user. This shit is out of control. I hope every juror is doxxed and they pay for what they have done. Another user wrote on Trump's Truth Social platform on Thursday, may God strike them down dead. And we all know how they love God. He says, we will on November the 5th, and they will pay. Now we know that Trump's election bid is retaliatory. He's pretty much said it. Whoa. They'll be blood and they'll love us for it. Or love Donald Trump after all. He's God, apparently. Well, there'll be war with it. And that was on Telegram, one Telegram post. And that was from the Proud Boys. You know, that far-right group. I think Donald Trump said something like, some of them are good, you know. Some strange, I can't remember the exact phrase, but something about the Proud Boys. Good people. That's what you said. Good people. Anyway, it's a far-right group. Hardline. Fascists, racists, you name it, everything. Just not nice. And 3 other members on this Telegram. Three members of that far-right group. They actually, when they convicted, sedacious conspiracy because of their actions. And that's on Capitol. January 6th, wasn't it? And just a few months after Trump, he infamously, I can't even say it now. Yeah, he told the group, stand back and stand by during the 2020 debate. But also, he incited those, didn't he? I'll meet you there, I will. Yeah, you go and march on Capitol Hill, and I'll be there in a moment. No, he went home and had a burger. For God's sake. What's going on? Watch it on the big screen. And he says, now you understand, he says, to save our nation, you must fight. Fight them on the beaches. Or Capitol Hill. He said the time is now to the time to respond is now. Franco Friday has begun. Another Proud Boy chapter wrote, apparently referring to that fascist dictator Francisco Franco of Spain. There's been a few, haven't there? After a bit in Europe and what have you, on mainland continental Europe. There's been a few fascist dictators, hasn't there? We've got our own breed now, haven't we, of Tories as well? Well, one January the 6th defendant who already served time in prison for his role in the Capitol attack. No, it's not the guy with the horns, no. Well, he weighed in on Twitter. Was it formerly Twitter or was it? Anyway, it's X. He posted a photo of Bragg and a photo of a noose. Well, January the 20th, 2025, traitors, get the rope, he wrote. It'll be 2025 or 2024. Anyway, referring to the date of the next presidential inauguration, of course, it would be 2025, wouldn't it? I can't say it now. Inauguration. Oh, big words. Oh, my throat's gone. Well, Trump's latest escapades on Truth Social, they echo. Oh, it's a petulant child, isn't it? Let's be honest. But it's like an echo chamber where the ex-president likes to fling his incendiary tirades like a petulant child, lobbing food across the canteen, I suppose. Bit like a bit like Dominic Raab, isn't it? You know, lobbing those tomatoes. Well, this bloke still swinging his no, not that, no, his his digital lasso, or as Spitting Image would put it, his sphincter on Twitter. In this case, Truth Social. Well, he calls his rabid base into a frenzy, doesn't he? Again and again and again. They're just completely, utterly just sucked in. Venomous. That's what he is. Venomous. Aiming his venomous barbs at anyone daring to uphold the rule of law. But this happened in the UK. Look at the Brexit. The Brexit. Just want the Brexit. Look what happened to the judges on the front cover of the Daily Mail. The same paper that was lauding Hitler. So when the FBI had the audacity to rummage through the Mar-a-Lago estate, Trump was tweeting. He was tweeting his disdain. He wasn't happy. No. He was basically, well, just like in that touch paper, wasn't he? The foos. On that old powder cake. Rather predictable, if you ask me. One of his die-hard fans, clearly not just a casual nutcase or visitor at the infamous Capitol riots, took the, this rallying cry, unleashed a barrage of fury online, and then decided to amp up the patriotic fever? Is it fever or fever? Fervour? I can't remember. Well, anyway, they are attacking the FBI office. Just a regular Tuesday, I suppose. You could say. Maybe. Absolutely crazy. Chat! Back in the chat. Hello, Zone. I hope you're well. The guy's getting convicted for cooking the books. Yes. Like a Trump baby. Most definitely. You use the F word with lots of asterisks, but I kind of get what you mean. Hey, though, in the spotlight. Lock him up! Do not vote for a criminal. We've got our own criminals. We don't need to vote for his criminals. That criminal, we can vote for our own criminals. Like Richie Sunak has been defrauding the nation. Do not vote for a criminal. Donald will be frustrated because he cannot grab any putty anymore. Grab any putty. Putty? Oh, pussy! Oh, God's sake. Yeah, they still voted for him. Even the hearing him in the recordings, they think, oh, yeah, he's a great guy. He's a man of God. No, actually, he's a gift from God. Yeah. Oh, I wonder. Oh, they are. Oh, would he grab my pussy? Oh, is it a bit like that? God knows what the blokes want. Oh, God save the Queen or a fascist regime. Which one? There seem to be a few of them now. The right is getting a base here. You got the right getting hell of a base in the UK, and then we got the Labour Party. Oh, great! Is that right of centre now? Is Labour now right of centre, or is it just me? Or they just centre? What the hell's going on there? Very disappointed I am. Joe Lefty says, so many spanners and still no number 10. As usually what happens. It's either the number 10 or the 13. They always go missing. Yeah. Jack Carpenter says he went back to the White House and hid in his bunker. Yeah. Sounds like Hitler. So many spanners, I feel like I am in a garage. Oh. Hello, well, Brexit was only made to get UK dudes on the run. Yes, so UK dudes have probably got the money hidden on the run. But forgot the Tories are the biggest criminals like Trump, Boris Johnson, Allstein. They all have. They all use their position to feather their own nests and not those of those who put them there. Shed loads of spanners. Someone liked your comment. Log them up and do not vote for a criminal. Don't. Just don't. And don't vote for liars. That is my biggest grievance at the moment. It's my grievance with the Labours and my grievance with... Well, I'd never vote Tory anyway, but, you know, I have done in the past, but would I now? No. I was young and stupid. Daddy voted Tory. So I won't be doing that. I do feel a little bit, how to put it, a little bit lost in the general election. I know what I've got to do. Don't really have a lot of choice. Labour, obviously. I don't want to, though. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't want to. I can't. I'm almost on the verge of thinking I can't be bothered. But I have to jump through blinking hoops to get myself my voting cards. Because it's postal vote for start. Plus I've got to register myself abroad. And it's just, you go on and on and on and on and on. So many bits of paper I've got to send over. I've got to jump in the hoops to vote for somebody I don't believe in. Then I realise it's important. I suppose it could be Donald Trump, but that'd be worse, wouldn't it, to be fair? Oh, crikey. I am a little bit, how to put it? Not a little bit, I'm a lot. I'm really peeved off what's going on in the UK at the moment. I feel there's so many people now that are unrepresented. And it's frustrating as hell. It really is. Now, I would want to vote Green. But equally in Green, you've got some crazies in there as well, Green Party. If they're all like Caroline Lucas, I'd be happy. But they're not. And she's stepping down. Blimey, we're doomed. If the judge and his daughter or any of the jurors are harmed, that will be one ticket to prison. I hope so. Maybe they should be then. Get him in there. Get him the 20 years, please. But no, he's got to get off, isn't he? Hey, Big Mark's biggest fan. Hello then. See you there, buddy. I hope you're well. I've got a fan. MBF. You got an acronym. Because people can't be bothered to write that. I don't blame him. Oh dear. Especially on the phone. So Larry the Cat. Didn't see you there. I'm scrolling up. What have I missed? Young, dumb, and full of ideas. Oh, I was going to be an astronaut. I was going to be a politician. No. Oh, blimey. That's funny when you do have aspirations. But then the government managed to beat them out of you, don't they? Flipping hell, the amount of time you get just up top of that hill and you think you've got to start rolling down the other side and it'll be all plain sailing. And then the government basically pulls a rug out from underneath you and you end up rolling back down again. Like Jack and Jill. Hello, Bill Silver. Hope you're well. And that gets mad. Hello there. And number 3. Number 13 doesn't exist. Like Z doesn't exist in the Russian alphabet, does it? I don't think it does it? Bill Silver, notice that this country's far-right poster boys and girls are falling over themselves to support... Oh, crikey, really? Jacob Rees-Mogg. DT Mogg. DT Mogg. Trust, Bojo, oh, crikey. What would you expect? Oh, no. I know we got... I heard the clip of Nigel Farage pretty much saying that, well, post-election, pretty much, he hinted that he'd like to take over the Tory party. While he's still got a company called Reform Party. Yep, Mark's right of, yeah. I would say they're more right of centre. I know I went on about it a bit, but regarding what they did to Diane Abbott, I'm no fan of Diane Abbott, don't get me wrong. She's a bit of a klutz. But people in her constituency, is the way I see it, voted for her by a whopping 30,000 votes. That's got to say something about her and what she does in that constituency. She obviously pulls her weight, you know. She cares about the people there, I suppose. I don't like her version of socialist policies now. Well, she's obviously more socialist than than Keir Starmer. No, more of a Tory. Well, he is now, it seems. I hope they have huge septic tanks for Diaper Donny. What's this about? What's going on with Labour at the moment? Talk about diapers and septic tanks. About we're going to build a new town like the one with the concrete cows, Milton Keynes. We're building our town. What's possible, obviously. Do they actually realise it's not as simple as just building the houses? What about the infrastructure? What about the fact you're going to need doctors and shops and lots of stuff? You're going to need a huge amount of investment, which could be good if it happened. Be more green spaces lost, obviously. But all these are like just short-term fixes. Build the wrong houses anyway. I've said a million times we really are in the UK. Hello, Matt Hurley. Hope you're well, Marcus. The vast majority of people have had no experience of dealing with narcissistic personalities. People who love themselves, basically, and think it's all about them. And if you don't think it's about them, they think you're attacking them. They have no idea of what there are people out there whose only objective is their own agenda. That is narcissism. It's pretty much the definition of narcissism. And it's quite sad, really, isn't it? I really want to see good in people, but when you see some of these nut jobs, I'm sorry, I'll just say it. They're just clearly out of their mind. Bonkers. Completely and utterly bonkers to vote for anyone like this.
You'll go person, woman, man, camera, TV.
And they gave him extra points or something like that. What the? Crazies. But we've got a fair share in the UK, haven't we? You know? People who support the likes of Nigel Farage. It's... I'm losing hope. I really am. I'm losing hope and faith in people. It's difficult. Oh, hang on, we've got somebody here at the moment, haven't we? Yeah, mustn't forget. Little King Jong-un is going to create some little parcels he is to send to South Korea. Put up in a balloon and drop. Yeah, don't look up. You might get mud in your eye. Oh, we'll screw that as well. Okay. Oh, ain't you little cutie, little Kim Jong-un? Right. Oh, Mar-a-Lardo. Lardo, or like lardon, en français. Little bits of bacon. The enemies of the people, the Daily Mail. Yes, that's what they said. And they plastered all those judges on the front cover of the Daily Mail and, or the Daily Mail. Putting them at risk by these rampant mad people. I just want my Brexit, they said. Blimey. What can you say? I suppose you could say this.
I've been wondering what that special place in hell looks like for those who promoted Brexit without even a sketch of a plan how to carry it safely.
Supported by the likes of Donald Trump. Not Obama, no. But his little visit didn't help, did it? Just riled up the Mad Hatters even more. Made them want their Brexit even more. Buried as far as deep as possible in his derriere, possibly, Joel. What, did you? Please don't do that again. It's your little friend. It's your little Chinese baby. Look, King Jong whatever his name is. I just like I didn't promote it. Arr. Oh. Farage is clearly a fascist, yes, but doesn't have the balls to admit it, like most of that lot. What is it about these people, right? They go on about their national service and how great it is. Old people, that is. Who talk as though they did their part, as in national service. And they hadn't. It's like those who've, the good old days and what have you. No, it wasn't good old days. People were starving, they had rickets and stuff. You know? Before Brexit, before the EU and all that. Well, the European Union, was it? But it's nuts. People just got to... It's like they tell themselves enough times and then it becomes true. But no, it's just another lie. Just like older... Well, what can you say, really, to be honest? Let's do a little bit more of the crazy
Country's
man.
in very bad shape, and they're very much against me saying these things. They want to raise your taxes by 4 times.
People.
They want to stop you from having cars
Listen,
with their ridiculous mandates that make it impossible for you to get a car or afford a car. But make it very possible for China to build all of our cars.
Did he just contradict himself? So you can't have cars, but China's going to build all your cars.
It's a very serious problem that we have. We just went through one of many experiences where we had a conflicted judge, highly conflicted. There's never been a more conflicted judge. Now, I'm under a gag order, which nobody's ever been under. No presidential candidate's ever been under a gag order before. I'm under a gag order, nasty gag order, where I've had to pay thousands of dollars in penalties and fines and was threatened with jail.
Jail.
Think of it. I'm the leading candidate. China. I'm leading Biden by a lot, and I'm leading the Republicans to the point where that's over. So I'm the leading person for president, and I'm under a gag order by a man that can't put 2 sentences together, given by a court, and they are in total conjunction with the White House and the DOJ, just so you understand. This is all done by Biden and his people. Maybe his people more importantly. I don't know if Biden knows too much about it, because I don't know if he knows about anything. But he's nevertheless the president, so we have to use his name. And this is done by Washington, and nobody's ever seen anything like it. So we have a judge who's highly conflicted. You know what the confliction is. Nobody wants to write about it, and I'm not allowed to talk about it. If I do, he said, I get put in jail. So we'll play that game a little bit longer. We won't talk about it, but you're allowed to talk about it. I hope you do, because there's never been anybody so conflicted as this. As far as the trial itself, it was very unfair. We weren't allowed to use our election expert under any circumstances. You saw what happened to some of the witnesses that were on our side. They were literally crucified by this man.
This Rambo.
Who looks like an angel, but he's really a devil. He looks so nice and soft. People say, he seems like such a nice man. No, unless you saw him in action. And you saw that with a certain witness that went through hell. And when we wanted to do things, he wouldn't let us do those things. But when the government wanted something, they got everything. They got everything they wanted.
One of the wettest we've ever seen from the standpoint of water.
Venue change.
He's certainly that. But people, there's obviously something about him, isn't there? There's got to be. I feel sorry for you gingers. Anyone else here in the United States? The carpenter, what have you? Blimey, this is painful to watch, actually. It's embarrassing. It's bad enough when we see the Little Richie Sunak in his short trousers, standing up outside the podium in front of a boy. And actually, no, well, it wasn't. No, in the rain. They're just nuts. But I'm sort of lost for words in some ways. It's just,
There are indictments. There's audio tape of him with classified documents, sharing them with people who didn't have that security clearance. Does any of that bother you?
No, I think they've been after him so long that all of this is just a witch hunt, like he described it. I don't think there's anything Trump's done wrong. I think that the desperate opposition is just after him. I mean, they started out, and they've been after him 8 different ways, and they're going to keep after him until they can get him in jail, I think.
They went after Richard Nixon, they went after Bill Clinton, and now the courts in several different states are finding different things about Trump. Is there anything that could happen with him indictment-wise that would say, all right, maybe this disqualifies him for president?
Not for me. I'm with him to the finish.
All right, thank you so much.
He could stand on the front steps of the White House and commit murder, and I'm with him.
Explain that to me. That's amazing. I mean,
look, he's the only man we've ever had in my lifetime that stood for America as president. Now, I was a George Herbert Walker Bush man and all that, but they don't anybody compare to Donald Trump. He loves this country, and that's why I love him.
But I'm going to push back a little bit because, and you're, I'm guessing, a couple of months older than me, but I'm going to say that, looking back at some presidents like Eisenhower, like LBJ, like Gerald Ford, like, Reagan, Bush, who you mentioned, what about them didn't stand for America in the same way that Trump does?
I think it's got to do with the times we're living in. America's being assaulted. Open borders, all the issues. We all know the issues. And nobody stood under the attack that Trump stood under. And look what he's done. He's hanging in there. He's for us. He loves this country. And I'm going to support him to the end. I hope he wins. We need him.
The George Floyd thing.
It's just crazy. Absolutely bonkers. They really are. And flipping out. But they're right.
The people, my people are so smart. And you know what else they say about my people? The polls. They say, I have the most loyal people. Did you ever see that? Where I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and I wouldn't lose any voters, okay? It's like incredible.
Feeding dog treats. So yeah. Dark times, I would say. Dark times. The end is nigh. And so Larry Cat says, Frogtage, as in Nigel Farage, who loves Donald Trump, got to work for him instead of actually doing his bit for the country. In the UK, that is. Yeah. Traitor! Anyway, he says here that Frogtage used to parade down the street singing Hitler Youth songs. Was that his teacher or something who'd said that? He was a problematic pupil. And the teacher says he was, his teacher or lecturer or something, said he is a racist. Foregone conclusion, isn't it? That's why he likes Donald Trump. But I still wonder, says Joel Marios, why are they all so surprised about Brexit? After all, everything that was predicted is happening. So why so gloomy? Release the attack badges. What attack badges? What's that about? Attack badges? Hello, Abnoy. Hope you're well. A psychologist said the problem with the brain is that it has two halves, a left and a right side. And one side, if I remember rightly, controls the other. So the left half is not right and the right half has nothing left. Oh dear. I did something about that. As part of my thesis when I was doing my my critical study, actually critical study when I was doing my degree, or one of, yeah. Mark's the biggest fan says, if you screw the economy and make everyone poorer while making it too expensive to drive at all, no need to fill potholes. Wow, there's a method in their madness. You have got a Scottish mentality. You're not Scottish by any chance, Mark's his biggest fan, or MBF. Oh dear. There we go. Okay, that's 6 spanners on. We've got 6 spanners, Regan. Hello, buddy. Hope you're well. Even says Regan. Oh, crikey. I tell you what, Regan, is the world's gone absolutely mad. Just a little bit more mad in the United States. Mad as a hatter, that they are. Sorry, gingers. Oh, well, that's so we've got 6 spanners. I don't even know how many people's here. I haven't even looked. Oh, we've got 52 people there. Oh, that's cool. There we go. Over here now. Here we are. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, you just got home, have you, Regan? What you been doing? Did you manage to get to work in the end? Bloody bad. Oh, that's Sunday, isn't it? You been out? You been partying? You been, did the old boogieing? Saturday night fever. And all that. In your wife friends. Oh, Joe says, I am a little divergent tonight, are you? Another spanner. The tissues. Oh no, poor old me, says Donald Trump, pretty much. Redneck. On the loose. There's plenty of them, I'll tell you. Crikey, they're just... Oh, they are batshit crazy. They really are.
That was all set up too.
How was that set up?
That police officer didn't have his knee on the neck.
Did you see the video?
No, I didn't see the video. Just like I think January 6th is rigged too.
Talk about January 6th in terms of what did you think it was? Tomorrow's the anniversary, 3 years. What do you think was rigged about it?
I think it was set up by Democrats.
In what way? Because there's no, sort of purported evidence of that.
I don't know. I think Republicans as a whole are more, just more calm and everything. It's like, the riots in the streets when Trump was president. I mean, the riots were all Democratic cities. I mean, and if you look at they haven't released the video.
Democratic cities. You have Democrats and Republicans in those cities. So you said they all got brainwashed by the Democrats.
On January 6th, they did a little bit, and you watch them, and the guys just walking through. The police are helping them. It just don't look like a true, it didn't look like the riots when Trump was president, when they were burning cities. Now, if they really was an insurrection, the Capitol, I mean, what do they think? They weren't as good as the people that were rioting, burning cities?
There were 2 different events, right? I mean, there
are 2 different events, but 2 different people. You got Republicans and you got the Democrats.
No, but the riots were not Democrats and Republicans. They were just citizens. It wasn't a political event.
But it was held in Democratic cities.
I don't know about that. I mean, Democratic cities are like most big U.S. American cities are Democratic. It wasn't something that people identified with in politics. It was opposed to what happened with policing, which is in Minnesota, that caused a wave around the country. But those were, people who live in a city. If you live in New Orleans, you don't think of it as a Democratic city, you think of it as New Orleans, right? If you vote in a Democratic primary, you think of yourself as Democratic,
Yeah. But also, like even like you mentioned Minneapolis, the George Floyd thing, that was all set up too.
How was that set up?
That police officer didn't have his knee on the neck.
Did you see the video?
No, I didn't see the video.
There was a months-long trial for those police officers and certainly the lead police officer in Minnesota, where they saw angles. And it wasn't just video, it was people's cell phone, and they went into it with the best forensics in the country and found Chauvin guilty of what he did. And by all accounts and to the naked eye, his knee was on the neck of that man for an extended period of time. And you know, that video wasn't the media. They got there well after that video was already taken, because it wasn't a story until he passed away.
So in that case, so there's lots of videos, but how come we're not seeing inside the White House on January 6th videos?
Well, there's no video. People can't just go inside the White House.
There's people that go inside the White House all the time.
Right, but you can't, like, if I wanted to take a camera into the White House, I couldn't just take a camera into the White House.
Yeah, but there's surveillance videos all over.
What was the White House? What was the White House in terms of...
January 6th. January 6th, where they had...
At the Capitol.
Yeah, at the Capitol. Right?
There was video at the Capitol, plenty of it.
So then why aren't they showing America that?
They stole the votes. The Dominion voting machines stole the votes. And George Soros, Mark Zuckerberg, paid $400 million to flip the votes. Mike the Pillow Man will tell you that.
So Mike Lindell says that. So that's the fact then, right?
Trump says that. Joe Biden has been dead since 2019. James Woods, the actor, is playing Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe Poopy Pants. But the president is trying to get us back down with our economy because...
So he is the president.
Yes, he never conceded. He is very much the president of the republic. Biden has been doing all his White House pictures out there in California at Black Rock Studio with the fake green screen.
And so...
He doesn't even live in the White House. Nobody lives in White House.
Oh, so he's in California?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell me about if...
The loons. Absolute loons. By popular request, or at least Mark's biggest fan, we have Jordan Klepper, whatever his name is. Jordan Klepper. Not Jordan Peterson, no. Not that Canadian guy. He's a little bit in that case as well. I haven't seen this one, so I don't know what I'm letting you in for. So anyway, this was by request of Marcus's biggest fan. So I present you Jordan. Block a bill that Biden was trying to get through. I was all ready to go. Everything was agreed. Then Trump basically said, "No, don't vote for that." So you still got power. Thanks, Mark's biggest fan. Much appreciated, buddy. That was a good one. Oh dear. If I was drinking, this would make sense, says Joel. Yes, I happen to agree. It's a good job that I am. Yeah. I've even got a bottle of wine over there. I haven't touched it though. Right. Now something's got to be said here, right? I bought a bottle of wine, right, from Leclerc, right? The cheapest bottle of red wine I could find, right? It was €1.75, around €1.75-ish. And that is it, right? It looks like shit, doesn't it? All right. Tell what they were. So it's actually quite nice. It's actually quite drinkable. It's not vinegary. Anyway, that's something to be said for it. And it's alcoholic. So what more do you want? You can't get a bottle of flipping wine in the UK for $1.75. That's like £1.40. I had to try it. I did. I'll drink it again. That's right. The thing is, you see, if you lower your expectations, you're fine, aren't you? You know, a bit like marriage. Don't tell Caroline, will you? Hello, Daddy Blase. I hope you're well. I'm Steve McGowan. I need to start selling Trump coin. Yes, do that. Yes, and give them cards, gold cards as well. They can go to the cash point, and apparently they can get the money. Yeah, but it didn't work. No. It's uneducated voters. It's just unbelievably, well, they're mad, aren't they? Absolutely crazy. Nurses, they're off their meds. They're off their something that they are. Completely and utterly bonkers. Behind me. I wonder if they've done that IQ test. I don't know.
Like you'll go person, woman, man, camera, TV.
Everything with beers. Hey, they go on, buddy. They send all the crap wine over here. But we do it all. I know. We pee in it as well. Yeah. It's a bit like a road trip. When you get a pizza and he wipes on his butt because he complains about the pizza. Yeah. Anyway, that was in the road calf diner thing. Anyway, road diner calf. What do you call them? A diner. A diner. How do you call it? Hope you well, mate. The tax on wine is more than £2 in the UK. Actually, it's more than that. That's nearly £4 in the UK. And everything above that is no, it's €4. It's about £4 in taxes on a bottle of wine. I think I did a video about it a while back. £2.50 for the cheapest bottle of wine, says Alistair Care. £2.50 or €2.50? Are you talking in the UK or? £2.50 for the cheapest bottle of wine. So £2 of that is, he's saying that Lee Corn's saying that £2 of that is taxes. So it's like 50p. So you got, so everything above that tax rate is obviously, hopefully you would assume, is going to be a better wine. But if it's only gone like 50p, that's paying for the bottle and all the packaging and the transport and all that sort of stuff as well. 50p. It's just a lost leader, do you reckon? I mean, it's a lost leader. And Putin will not fail. Oh, will not fall for Trump's bullshit. No. Putin, for all his ills, is a smart cookie. He might be but he's not okay. He made a mistake, it seems, but he's not stupid. Anyone who thinks Putin is stupid, they're losing their mind. They are. Trump ain't got a clue what he's doing. No idea that. Oh, well, he'll stop the war. He said to some people, some Pakistanis. I'll stop that war. No, he won't. No, he's got no control of what they do. It was French toast. Oh, French toast. We had a meeting and took the decision that Donny Trump never had Scottish ancestry, and we burnt his mother's files to do it. Yeah. Oh, crikey. Yeah. He wants to move there, don't he? He's coming to Scotland. Yeah. He said, build a wall. He said, build a wall. You can't get a pet. Oh, Karen was just back to the UK. She went to the supermarket and I gave her my usual. Tell me what's going on with the food in the UK. And obviously, you guys who live in the UK already know. But apparently, vegetables are still pretty cheap. Cheaper than our eggs. They're very expensive vegetables here in France. But everything else is getting more expensive. She was saying. Can't remember what she said now. Food. Even processed food is getting more expensive. Oh, I can't stand processed food. I like real food, me. I'm going to have this year, in my first greenhouse, so far, I've got probably around, I'll have about 70 to 80 tomato plants in my first greenhouse. And the second greenhouse, it's a smaller one, so I'll probably get about 60 in there. There's lots of tomato plants, isn't there? And peppers. Don't forget the peppers. What, enough beds? Not for them lot. No, they need stating. We could do what he did in the first Batman film. But he had the big balloons and stuff, like of Donald Trump you could have, couldn't you? And lowering the gases down on the people. Send them all to sleep, yeah. And separate all the Republicans from the Democrats. Maybe that'll work. Or you could have something like a police academy or whatever. It's got police academy. What's it called again? Oh, crikey, what's the puppet film? The puppets in the American film with the puppets and that. We had the Actors Guild. I get that Robert De Niro involved. You could do that. He could stand there, couldn't he? There he is. Yeah, where is he? No, he's not there. No, he's there. There he is. Yeah, he wasn't very happy. I think he's very peeved off. Anyway, he's had one of his awards removed because he said nasty things about Trump.
Thank you. I mean, this is really, even these like people over here are kind of, it's kind of crazy.
You ain't kidding?
It's really crazy, and this thing, Donald Trump has created this. He should be telling them not to do this. but he's just he wants to sow total he wants to sow total chaos, which he's succeeding in some areas and places to do. Anyway, beside all that, this is my neighborhood, downtown New York City. I grew up here and feel at home in these streets. I feel comfortable. Thank you.
Oh, what an error! You don't feel comfortable anymore. No. Maybe you'll get that man boob thing. Start feeding Donnie Trump. I'm sure Donnie would love it. Yeah. Back into the chat. There we go. I don't think there's enough meds. There's not enough meds. No, not enough meds, as Domke. You could get a pack. Oh, cocky. 175 a pack of grapes. Everything's getting so expensive now. So the thing about food inflation, okay, it's come down, but it's already up. The food prices aren't going to come down just because food inflation's come down to more acceptable levels. It's been going to grow as fast. They said we send you lot in the UK. We send you all the rubbish wine. Yeah, we do. I like port. We have port here in France as well. Quite like port and cheese. Port and cheese. Not an expert on port. When I drink it at Christmas, a tradition here, I drink one called a Velhout. Can I get that here? I don't know. I got Alec Baldwin. Dear God, you monster. When Alec Baldwin plays Donald Trump, it's absolutely hilarious. Maybe should I try and find that? I think I should. Let's try and find some Alec Baldwin playing
So
Donald.
we're going to be appealing this
Trump
scam.
First of all, I got. Oh yeah. Right, Alec Baldwin. The whole series of these. They're good. I don't know if he shot anyone recently, but there you go. Ooh, next of Ken.
First of all, Mr. Trump, you understand this is a TV court, right?
That's okay. I'm a TV president. Martha, tonight I'm going to do three things. I'm going to huff, I'm going to puff, and I'm going to blow this whole thing.
Your Honor, it was our conclusion that the ban violated the Establishment Clause because it included a religious test.
Wrong. Overruled.
President Trump, that's enough.
I'll
Okay?
allow it.
I wonder if the trial was like that. No, I forgot. He was too busy sleeping. But he was. Oh dear. Anyway, back to the chat because I didn't finish what I was doing, did I? It's just Alec Baldwin. Oh crikey. That was very sad what happened though, wasn't it, when that when his colleague got shot. What beer do you prefer, Joe Marios? What beer do you prefer? I prefer stout. That'd be my go-to. And at the moment, I've got an 8.6 black, which is a stout. I'm not that keen on Guinness. I think it's a little bit mechanical. Even Lidl. Oh, Lidl do a good stout as well. What's it called? It's probably a British stout, UK stout actually. It's like steampunk. That's it. A medium Malou is really sweet and causes me no issues. I prefer a dry, not dry, medium sort of dry. Not even too sickly. I really wanted a cool Trump. I'll see you next Tuesday. Today I shall mainly be having tomatoes from the Thames estuary. Yeah, you refer to something that I've said before, because Whittingham Sewage Works, a friend of mine used to work there, and he used to come back with tomato plants. And they were lush tomato plants. But when you think of these tomato seeds, these tomato plants have been through somebody. Because literally, because you can't digest the tomato, because that funny coating they got on a tomato plant, on the tomato seeds. And you don't digest them. She just passed them through. And he came, all his tomato plants, he didn't know what he was going to get. Basically came out of sewage, the sludge on at the sewage works. Lovely. We're talking about Paul. Team America. That's it. Cheers, Lee Corn. That's it. Team America. That's it. And when the actors made to look kind of like a dodgy looking Muslim. I mean, really, a bit stuck all over his face. And it's, yeah, and there's sex scenes in that, you know. Sex scenes, sort of things, yeah. All sorts of positions. They got to the last page of the Kama Sutra, they did. If Trump does become president and Starmer is among the first to congratulate him, oh my God, he should be removed immediately and replaced with Jess Phillips. Please, Jess Phillips, yeah. I like Jess Phillips, actually. She's... Yeah, Jess Phillips, Angela Rayner, or the other one, I can't remember his name now. Oh, crikey. Oh, the guy in the Speedos. Oh, I'm losing my mind, I really am. The guy in the flippin' Speedos. The guy who had a tumour. The gay geezer. Really decent bloke. I'd like to see him. He is logical. His head's screwed on. He's also quite comical as well. I like him. I can't remember his name. For God's sake. Oh. I get these little, because I've been diagnosed, I've told you before, I got diagnosed with fibromyalgia. And I get moments of, I just like, I can't remember stuff, or it's just like, on the tip of my tongue, I just can't think of what I'm about to say, or what I'm about to do next. So like in the fibro gang. Oh, there goes my camera. Yeah, they call it, brain fog. I get that quite a bit. Where's my camera? Oh, it's all the way down here. It is, yeah. So let's just deactivate my camera and then reactivate it. Hopefully, I'm back. I'm back. There you go. So, of positions, all sorts of positions, all positions. Yes. Oh. Oh, matron! So lovely the cat. Oh, great, Carry On. Oh, I love the Carry On films. Absolutely brilliant. And his laugh. Oh, it gets me every time. Chris Bryant. Thank you very much, David Blase. Exactly, Chris Bryant. I would like to see him as leader of the Labour Party. That's who I would like to see. So far, I feel that he's one of the more less tainted. I might be wrong. I just feel like he's I can't stand lies. I'm just sick and tired. I've told you a million times, but I am absolutely... I've just had enough. I really had enough of those who just go with the flow because it suits them and not necessarily what is right for the people or for the country. Just to get the vote. I think it's just... Personally, I feel it's disgraceful. And that's one of the reasons I'm very dismayed to Keir Starmer. And I actually was really glad when he got in. When they voted him in. I thought, oh, this is going to be a breath of fresh air. But no, he's tainted as far as I'm concerned now, unfortunately. But there you go. Nothing I can do about it, is there? You know? I won't say what type of staff got cut from the Team America sex scenes. Ooh. Yeah, I love that film. I got that on DVD. Just DVD, I think it is, actually. It's quite old now, isn't it? He does. The brown shirts are growing over there, and even in... Where'd it go? Even in the rest of the world, the brown shirts. Well, it could be little brown paper bags with brown poo inside from North Korea, if you like. Yeah. Probably keeping his own poo. Diseased. Spread disease. Not a huge bear fan, but have found a couple of lager-like ones of wheat bears, yeah, that are nice. I like to have that, as far as bears concerned, I like that, obviously depth of flavour, but also that sort of that taste. I'm not keen on lagers, basic lagers, unless they've got some guts to them. And a lot of the beers here have definitely got guts, but they're strong. I do like the strong. I don't have many, but I do have I do like a strong beer. Although I can't function after one. The thing is, even that stout I got there, it's like 6.5% for stout, you know? What's Guinness? About 4.5 or something? You know, it's not a lot, is it? You know? It's like half a beer. There's zero tolerance here, so I don't drive the day after drinking. So my partner drives most days. Or so zero. Yeah, how does that work, Steve? Because you can get alcohol in your system of all sorts of ways, can't you? That you're not even aware of. So is that a possibility? Just don't have too much mouthwash. Yeah, they're talking about doing that in the UK, aren't they? That's something the Tories been talking about. Okay, they're not going to be in power, but I think you could easily get into a lot of trouble, couldn't you, for really something that's not necessarily in your control. So I think you got to be, and also I think it depends on where you are as well. They're all drunk here when they're driving in France, I tell you. Shirley, not Shirley Temple or Shirley Valentine. No, Shirley, it would make regarding the amount of people on the roads where you are. For me, I barely see a tractor. Actually, I do see tractors, but I don't see people. Not on my road anyway, not around here. And we don't go very far. I'm not advocating drink driving, obviously, that's a very silly thing to do. But I'm just thinking that if you are a little bit over the limit, in case if you've got no tolerance and if there is no limit, zero tolerance, well then you could quite easily get in a lot of trouble, couldn't you? They say what goes round comes round. I was kind of hoping that wouldn't include fascism. I know, but it's kind of what's going on at the moment, though. Is well, I know what they say, don't you? If you further go to the right, you meet up with the left. You know, the socialists and the fascists end up shaking hands. Hello, Vicky G. Hope you're well, and Deborah Hart. Hello to you too, and Jump James. Marios. Yep, I only drink beer with my meals as well. Actually, yeah. Well, then you can obviously drink. The alcohol content, the level in your blood is going to go down if you've got food in your system. There was an unwritten rule here at one point. I don't think it is anymore, but if you could prove you had a meal with your food at a restaurant, say you've got a receipt or something, they'd go light on you. Well, that's what our neighbour told us anyway. It might not be true. And to be fair, she's a Trump supporter. Crazy. Not been on here for ages. Why? No one knew about DEW, but I'm not a lefty. I'm not a lefty, a globalist. I'm just a realist person. A realist! Yes, person that researches not the crap on mainstream media. Hope the unwoken wake up to all this globalist crap. I do feel that mainstream media has given them a bad rap because it's not all them out. The problem is you don't know which is which, do you? You don't know what's trustworthy and what isn't. And now you've got what's considered as woke, like for instance, even the Guardian, what have you, half stuff on there is hang on, come on, you know, you just you've been tainted by something. Don't know what, just tainted. I like to drink a nice beer with my meals during the weekend, but during the week I am zero policy. I use a car all day. Fair point there. You can't drink, just can't. You're driving. What gets me is when I see people, they drink a huge amount at night time, so they think they're right to drive to work in the morning. No, you're not. Blimey, it's still over the limit. I won't say what type of stuff got. Oh, they've done that already. Done that already. Lee Coleman, done that already. And that's just for lunch. Ooh, what's just for lunch? In France, it seems standard to have a couple of glasses of pastis for an apéro, a glass or two of wine with a meal, and then drive home. It is very, very, very common here. And it shouldn't be, really, shouldn't it? Let's be honest. It shouldn't be, but it is. But saying that, I have not ever. I have since I've been here. I've seen one car off the road. No, actually, no, two. One was on the roundabout, literally perched on top of the roundabout, and this was on the way to the airport. Lee Corn knows where that is. The airport here, and I have to admit that was what's that doing all the way up there? Don't gore me, Shirley, says Doc Baby. Sorry, Shirley. If you have any alcohol in your system, by blood test, it is an automatic conviction, okay? And I think the blood test can determine trace from higher numbers. Oh, I see. So I suppose if you got it come up on the old, by your police and what have you, I suppose I'll take you to do a blood test. I leave drinking to the evenings these days. My wife used to do most of the driving, so I had to cut out the wine. So I've had to cut out the wine. Okay, yeah. If I was to be driven somewhere for lunch. Ooh. Thing is, for me, I suppose I could get caught out. Well, I need to get somewhere. But I don't go anywhere generally. We go to the shop. That's about it. We don't feel the need to go for a drive or stuff like that. I'm quite fortunate. I live in a lovely place, and I've got lovely gardens and stuff. I'm always busy. Always. If it isn't you two, it's the garden or the workshop. It's just I just don't have time to go anywhere. So all my time is sort of taken up with that. So I've been teetotal for months now, says Joe Lefty. For 4 months. Blimey. No other reason than I just can't be asked anymore. I suppose that will work for you. Yeah, why not, eh? Deborah says the fact that checked that with a solicitor, taxes are illegal for proxy wars. Ukraine, 43 bioweapon labs that you're paying for. Well, obviously, effectively, I suppose you are, but you don't know, do you? And also, people who do have doubts are going to keep it, they can feel a little bit hopeless. And that they can't, there's nothing they can do. No. Anyway, let's have a bit more of him, as in Baldwin.
I'll allow it.
Yes, Mr. President, I'm so glad to have you on the phone. I'm begging you. Puerto Rico needs your help.
I hear you loud and clear, and you called the best person for the job. Trust me, I know things are, as the locals say, despacito. The only person I need is my running mate, Mike Pence. I love Mike Pence. I respect Pence. I'll always have Pence.
Well, actually, today he said he can't condone your remarks, and then he canceled his campaign events.
Mike Pence is a loser. I've turned over all my businesses to my two sons, Beavis and Butthead. They're here today. Can we get a shot of them? Shot of them?
Oh, class. Beavis and Butthead. Blimey. Oh, dear. Blimey. I don't think we've got Obama, have we? Someone mentioned Obama up there. Department that mentioned Obama and the Clintons and Biden have shares in the bioweapons in Ukraine. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I'm not doing conspiracy theories, Deborah. Sorry. That's not what this channel's about. I'm not doing that. Sorry. No. Bird flu, like, oh, God's sake. What? It's just getting silly. Sorry, Deborah. I'm not doing conspiracy theories. Anyway. Someone mentioned Obama. That was Deborah. Remember him? Well, Trump blasted his home, didn't he? His home address into the cybersphere. Yeah, told everyone where he is. Because privacy is so last administration, I suppose. Sure enough, another January the 6th enthusiast took it, as a go-ahead to physically turn up at Obama's residence Like Pelosi and her husband got bashed over the head with a hammer, didn't she? Or didn't he, sorry? And then she decided, well, I think I'm going to step down. Can't blame her, no. Well, anyway, why not escalate things from sort of disruptive online chatter to downright creepy stalking for everyone? Well, if you're against Trump, I suppose. Now, Trump's indictment in Georgia and his minions, they circulated, didn't they, around the grand jury, jury members and details, and just tell everybody where they are, you know. If anyone fancied a bit of light harassment or intimidation, forget peace and goodwill. Let's attempt to swat special counsel Jack Smith, the judge overseeing the trial, and if you'd think, well, no, family members are off limits, well, think again. Citizen Trump, as somebody pointed out earlier, publicly, and your nearest and dearest might get SWAT team knocking. Of course, that's totally reasonable, isn't it? I don't think so, somehow. No. Well, Trump and his Truth Social sycophants, Trump sycophants, well, they keep peddling that old narrative, don't they, that everything's rigged. The voting machines, Dominican and all that, you know? It's all rigged. All against him. So naturally, the response it calls for was violence against anyone remotely connected to holding him, as in Trump, accountable. And Daniel J. Jones, of advanced democracy. Well, he keeps pointing out the flippant obvious. Our democratic norms are just eroding. Well, we've seen it in the UK, haven't we? We're saying, what? Boris Johnson, don't hurt them. No, don't hurt her. Ken Clark, not the Clark doll, not the Ken doll. The Clark doll could be too big. Anyway, yeah, he'd be drunk as well, probably. The Ken doll. Don't like him. And Churchill's grandson, don't get rid of him. David Greaves, get rid of him as well, you know. The Remainers. Aren't they just eroding democracy? Blasting out wrecking balls, spurred on by this relentless spread of disinformation, conspiracy theories. It's a bit of a mess. Like a swirling vortex of chaos, disinformation, and unabashed incitement. Silence from responsible leaders. Who's Donald Trump got? Was DeSantis? My God, out the frying pan into the fire, or the fire into either way, he ain't great. He likes to put saw blades attached to boys to keep them out. Donald Trump had his wall. Had Bannon fundraise for him with a couple of free geezers. They all got convicted. Bannon got, well, okay, he's also a felon. The thing is, this silence, this incitement from so-called responsible leaders isn't just disappointing, it's complicit. So, as we kind of, I suppose, tally up all the old consequences, what have you, of everything that's been going on, not just in the United States, in the UK as well. Brexit, for instance. There's consequences of allowing these demagogues run wild on social media and then start their own social media. It's nuts. There's all, just maybe It's time for those in power to step up and speak out. But no, you're going to get Richie Sunak. He ain't going to say anything against Donald Trump, is he? Or those people, because he's part of the problem. Same in the United States. They're just... because they're shot there in flames, or they're frightened. They're worried. Cohen. Michael Cohen. He's been standing up against Trump, but he also don't want Trump to go to jail because he's scared. He said it outright. Well, you see, these people have actually got the power to speak out and shut down this dangerous rhetoric. Whether it be for Kemi Badnoch spouting a whole load of crap. Whether it be Swilla Braverman, okay, she's not there now, but she's still spouting a whole load of crap. And then we've got Kemi Badnoch and Liz Truss, who should be disqualified since she's mating with the enemy, Steve Bannon. Right-wing fascist nut jobs. Unbelievably awful. Well, let me show you.
We don't believe in conspiracy theories, but there's no coincidences. And there's a situation of an apparatus that was built to be the lead of our foreign intelligence service called Hammer. They had another thing came. It was a big software program and an integrated computer network to do surveillance. It's been turned on Americans under program Scorecard. General Tom McInerney, who is one of the great American patriots, a career in the Air Force at the highest levels, and has really been service to his country has been his life, has been someone who's decided to come out and talk about it, talk about Hammer. So, General, you're back today. I want to ask you, just tell us the status of Hammer.
Well, it's still up and running, Steve. I'm sorry to say. Last night, one of the outlets, the DNC, for instance, has been using this tool, and it has not yet been taken down. Just for our listeners to refresh them, that the Hammer is a surveillance tool, as you mentioned, and then they modified it with this software package that changes the votes. The software package, like on your iPhone, is called a Scorecard. And the fact is, a Scorecard is what they're going to try to change your votes. They are using it, and they've made it even more robust because they tried to use it in 2016, and it failed. And I can't say on this radio why it failed, but it failed.
What can be done today? What is actually can be done today to make sure that the apparatus cannot steal from the deplorables their victory?
The U.S. government has got to take it down. The U.S. government has got to take the servers down. We cannot let them do it tonight. When the count starts coming in is when they put this software Scorecard on it. And that's the danger that we're facing.
So, General McInerney, I thank you very much.
Just the loons. That's not even that geezer's voice. The picture they're showing on there isn't even his voice. What happened? Yeah, Bannon is... Hello, Clara Zoom's alter ego. Bannon is extremely dangerous. He had a big hand in Brexit. He did, yes, very much so. He's also causing problems over here in France regarding Marine Le Pen, where he said you've got to wear racism on your sleeve or something. It's like, big up racism and all that. He's a very dangerous critter. He really is. Horrible man. It was quite funny. Was it? Oh, crikey, it wasn't Ben Kentish. Well, where it was been interviewed on LBC Radio, and he's had an open mic moment. They're all waiting for the hammer to fall. That they are. And phone box chicken, hope you well, because information is on easy access to everyone, and it's not. The problem is there's also misinformation out there as well. Obviously, they're false-handled voting machine software, of course. Yes, Chop James, you got. I think got a point there. Yeah. Okay, I agree. Oh, should they say thanks, all Schultz? Your woodworking vids. Oh, nice one. Cheers, buddy. Helped me convert an old coop so an old feral cat had a place to rest. Oh, that's pretty cool. Nice one. I quite enjoyed the old woodworking channel. Yeah, if anyone that don't know, I've got a woodworking channel called Wally Bois. I wonder why. He's down there. Yeah. Which I basically put lots of clips on there, just tips and tricks, but also I start putting some longer videos on as well, which are probably too long, but there you go. You know, I'm trying not to edit because edit takes it takes over your life. False flagging. Yep. But yeah, sadly, people don't fact check things. Nope. And they just look at the headline, don't they? Just look at that headline, maybe the first paragraph if you're lucky, and then they make that assumption. My dear wife Caroline, she's wise to it now. But when I first started doing this channel, she's oh my gosh, look at this, what have you, they got to do this, and you read your head, oh my god, that's pretty bad. You get into hang on, that's nothing at all. What's that all about? I just get you in the headline, don't they? Especially the likes of Daily Mail Express and all that. Regally, my wireless keyboard with a built-in trackpad battery was about to die, so I think that's caused the problem. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, crikey. Was Deborah saying things? I'm not going to open it up because what happened? I ended up on the screen in a minute. I got caught out with that last time, didn't I? No screen share. Yeah, okay. Well, she didn't like the fact I deleted her message, so she probably caught me on about censorship or something stupid. I'm not doing that. We don't want to say it. It wasn't off point anyway. It's not about what we're talking about anyway. So it's just like people come onto onto the channel and just want to write their points of view, and they're not really related just because they want to have a rant or try to convince people. And those sort of mad hat kind of conspiracy theories, it's just ridiculous. And Wally War helped me too, says Joe. Oh, that's nice one. Cheers, buddy. Nice to know. Wear your racism like a badge. That's it. Yeah. Oh, crikey, Steve Bannon. Awful, awful man. Yeah, help the animals that you have. Yeah, sadly people don't fact check. Confirmation bias. Yeah, confirmation bias basically means that somebody's just looking for news that falls within their own remit, within their own point of view. We need to challenge. We need to query. We need to ask questions. And it's kind of like my criticisms of the Labour Party as well as obviously Tories. I'm criticising both, don't I? But I'm not going to be. I'm not a Labour sycophant, so I'm not just going to big up Labour because it's Labour or make excuses for them. And I think it's everyone's job who talks about, not just, individuals as well, just anybody who wants to talk about politics. You need to be critical. You need to examine what's being said. Like critical study, it's no good just accepting everything that you hear or read just because you hear it from someone you might believe in. That's how we got Brexit. We got all these people, right, who voted for Brexit, 52%. And now that many of them are saying we were lied to. But that's it. It was supposed to be critical study. You're supposed to work it out for yourself. Otherwise, all you're doing is proxying somebody else's opinion when you put that cross in the box. Oh, I know that, for instance, if you're doing art or stuff like that, you might have influences. Certain artists might have some influence over what you like because, I like that. They might influence what you do in art or writing or what have you. Or even choices in life, what book you want to read. Somebody else has done a review, a critic. And okay, sounds good to me. I want to read that book. But you still got to have a point of view. You still need to be critical Not critical to the point necessarily, just for the sake of it, but to try and analyse, to understand what it's about. It's learning. It's just like me in my workshop. I'm learning all the time. If I learn something new, I'll make a video, We are all learning all the time. Well, we should be. Otherwise, you're just a narcissist, like that geezer.
Like you'll go person, woman, man, camera, TV.
And I think it's one of the reasons why I actually like reading the comments on the video. I can't respond to all. I don't have the energy, to be honest. But I do read them, and I do go through them. Some I just flick through them. Some I read in depth. Some are quite long, Joel. I do like to read them because I actually hang on. Sometimes it provokes a question in your head. Is this true? So you have a look for yourself, don't you? Do a little bit of research on the basis of what you're just being told. In the comments. The comments really are a source of information, a wealth of information. Not all of it's obviously going to be correct, but it gets you thinking. And this whole thing, you see, is about that examination. You examine what's been said. And that is what we were supposed to do before we voted for Brexit. Examine it. If Nigel Farage said something and somebody else said, well, no, that's not true, well, then maybe you ought to say to yourself, well, okay, why? Ask yourself the question. Why did he say it? Well, we know he's a snake or a salesman, but, we never stop learning. Or we shouldn't stop learning. Fortunately, some people never started to learn. And they just suck it in, but whatever they're told. Drawn into the dark web or the Daily Fail or Express, or any of them. Any of these flipping papers, mainstream media, something like saying. And it's painful to hear people speak, really. You think so, is this where we've become? Is this what we've become as a nation? Remember 52 people. 52%, 17 million, but 52% voted for Brexit, for instance. And then obviously you had the 2019 general election, voted on the basis of Brexit as well. Oven ready deal. Oh, sorry, it's hit my microphone. Oven ready.
We got an oven ready deal. Put it in the microwave.
People got suckered. But what I can't stand in politics is the lying, obviously. I've said it a million times already. When you got political figures such as, well, Alexander Boris Johnson. He wasn't really a leaver. He always said the opposite.
Are you like a crazy person?
Just a little bit. You see, it's just I find it very frustrating. I really do. Just Liz Truss, she's a flip flop. You've got Keir Starmer, is now labelled by Boris Johnson, also a flip flop. Flip from this, flip to that. It's very hard to believe in people who don't really know what to believe in themselves. Just going with the flow because it suits them. And I find that really hard. I'm quite a straightforward person. I'm a bit of a nutter, but I'm quite a straightforward person in that I believe in black and white, There might be a little grey area in some things, It's either a lie or it's not. It's either true or it's not. And just, I mean, Brexit's done this to me. Since Brexit, since I started doing this channel and what have you, and never to listen to all this flipping news, or read it, what have you, and the amount of lies, deceit, deception, misinformation, and still by those who just want to try and justify the Brexit. It's maddening. Absolutely maddening. It just makes me wonder what the hell is going on in some people's heads. To think it was ever a good idea. Like voting for Donald Trump. Or believing in people like Steve Bannon. These conspiracy theories, it's like the wilder, the madder that they are, the easier it is to convince people that they're real. That they're telling the truth. When there's little or no truth in it. In some cases, the worst flipping liars out there, the ones who use an element of truth just to get your trust. Oh, I know that to be true. Let's get your trust. But the rest of it is a stonking lie. Rishi Sunak does that on a regular basis. These people are foul. They really are foul individuals. But no one stands up to them. Not enough, anyway. Definitely not. They give them TV programs. Because they have a following. Like Nigel Farage. Jacob Rees-Mogg. Luckily, Jacob Rees-Mogg is probably going to be losing his seat. So that's pretty good. So it's Kemi Badenoch. So several others. But Liz Truss, though, if she's got too much flip and hold. Liz Truss, what is it about where I come from? Norfolk. King's Lynn for Liz Truss, you see. I'm not rejoined, but you know, still Norfolk. It's I don't know what it's actually. I'm just lost for words. It's just crazy. Anyway, let's get rid of him. Let's go into the chat. I want flat earthers to tell me where the edge begins. What's something walk all off it? So why do people believe this sort of stuff? Oh crikey, yes, that's where the Clintons went to eat the babies. Is that what you're talking about? Solo the cat? Baby eating pins as a pizza parlour or something. They reckon they all meet up this pizza parlour. It's obviously right-wing nut job conspiracy for QAnon type stuff, where they all go down. They go to the pizza parlour. They go into the basement and they all eat babies. And the Queen was a lizard, you know. By the way, she's still alive. She's not dead. She just lost her tail. I'll grow back. Eyes on the prize, says Stumcare. So how do I pronounce that? Is that Soa Alba? I don't know. I need phonetics, please. When the History Channel as ancient alien something is really wrong. When the History Channel, oh my God, ancient aliens. Yes, you might have a point there, Joel. It's coming our way, and it is. Freedom for Scotland from waste monster. I think it's got to happen. I'm English, all right. I don't really want Scotland to leave, but I know it needs to happen because it's getting beyond a joke now. It really is getting beyond a joke, and I don't really want. Not in my name. I think that's what it is. Not in my name. And the way Scotland's being treated is absolutely disgraceful. They're being bled. Literally being bled. Like Sweeney Todd. Going to the barbers to be... Well, not Sweeney Todd. People to anyway, to be bled. Or like that. What is that about getting bled? Why do they... Crazy people out there, you know. A lot of the right-wing conspiracies come from the protocols of the Enders of Zion book written by the Russians in 1919 to justify pogroms against... Oh, really? Pogroms against Jews? I didn't know that, actually. I haven't read the books. It's probably in Russian, isn't it? Marjorie Taylor Greene is a lizard person. Would buy that. If Marjorie Taylor Greene is a lizard person, would buy that, yes. God, she's crazy. She's absolutely crazy. What's she tell Cameron? Lord Cameron. Oh, Lord Cameron. Kiss my ass, she goes. To Lord Cameron. Now I like pigs, please. Thank you. Yeah.
In December, I'll be in Beijing, opening up new pork markets.
Dorco says, I hope you're right, but that doesn't mean say he'd be lying, because it isn't what he's been saying all for the last few weeks, months. Dorco, hopefully, a year after Starmer becomes Prime Minister, he will begin to introduce the madness of Brexit to people. I hope you're right. I hope you're right. But also, it'd be another lie. Not that the madness of Brexit isn't madness, because it is, but not. He'd be basically. It just proves that he lied before, using lies to manipulate people. I think that could be a dangerous game. And even with that idea in mind, it's still not going to happen for a good many years. If we did, let's say we had another referendum to go into the European Union, we are a long way off. Article 49 and all that. We are a long way off. For a start, they wouldn't accept us back this quickly. They just wouldn't. And there's a process. And we don't fit the bill. For a start, debt is too high. Although they're saying that it's too high in the EU already, but it's too high for a new member, because that's what we'd be. We'll be an old member. We'll be rejoining. There isn't no rejoining. There's just joining. So it's not like I don't think it's going to happen in my lifetime. There we go. Margarine gives me the creeps. Margarine. Marjorie Taylor Greene gives me the creeps. It's like one of those shows of plastic chirurgic procedure. Oh my God, no, don't do that. Gone wrong. She is awful. Doesn't she do like powerlifting or something as well? Oh, she's the one who's wanted bring guns into, or have guns in Congress. They can shoot each other. God's sake. Alright, there we come. Had a picture of her in a bikini. Do not search. I repeat, do not search. Oh God, now I got to do it. Okay. I'm sorry, but Marjorie Taylor Greene. Sorry, I've got to look though. Marjorie Taylor Greene. If it's really bad, I won't show you, because it might get censored. She's got a funny face. She don't look bad in the bikini. What are you on about? Oh, she does do. Oh, crikey. Yeah, all right. She does powerlifting, weightlifting. That's quite. I'm not going to show you because it makes it look in the good light. Well, she's in better shape than me, I'll tell you. Except my boobs are bigger. No! Moscow major trade. Oh, okay. Oh, quickly, we were oh, I was started trying to cut the field up. We had a hell of a trouble on our field with the trees on because it's been raining so much. I've not had a gap in the weather where it's dry enough to cut the grass. It's literally that tall now. So I've managed to get around the trees, but the machine's struggling. It really is. It's an itsy weeny. Yeah, the polka dot bikini. I agree, Alison Care. Freedom from Scotland. Back at you. The Laurent Boozberp, the cigar-chinned handy woman. What? Caught a glimpse of it. I had to turn away. I was showing early signs of turning to stone. Probably. It's the Medusa that does that. Don't tell Cameron. I'll kiss her ass. He likes pigs anyway. Apparently the baby eating pizza shop basement didn't even have a basement. That's Scupper Dev. Done that one. What's this one?
So we're going to be appealing this.
Did he just say he's going to be appealing it?
This scam. We're going to be appealing it on many different things. He wouldn't allow us to have witnesses. He wouldn't allow us to talk. He wouldn't allow us to do anything. The judge was a tyrant. And I really think that this is an event, what took place yesterday with this judge. Look, we have conflicted, but he's a crooked judge. And you'll understand that. And I say that knowing that it's very dangerous for me to say that. And I don't mind. Because I'm willing to do whatever I have to do to save our country and to save our Constitution. I don't mind. So we're going to be appealing this.
So they're going to be appealing, they are. How long is that going to take? So what's he going to do? Get himself... he'll be the President of the United States. And then he'll pardon himself. Or something stupid like that.
We're in the land of Donald Trump. When my first book came out, he tried to sue me. That would be the first time that a sitting president has tried to sue a writer. Tried to stop the publication of the book. Said he had never met me when he had in fact invited me into the White House. And I thought, okay, I guess that relationship is over. But then when he heard that I was doing this new book, actually someone recounted the conversation to me that he was told that I was doing this book, and he said, "Oh, that guy gets ratings. Let's see him." And he immediately had someone invite me down to Mar-a-Lago to sit with him, to interview with him, and to have dinner with him and Melania.
Do the events that you describe in your book,
remember John Stone,
for sure ensure that Trump can never be president again?
No, not in the least. I mean, so one of the other issues that you have here is this extraordinary juxtaposition. You have the gang that couldn't shoot straight, the gang that is supported by none of his closest supporters. A situation in which virtually everyone around Trump, we're not talking Democrats here, we are talking Trump aides, intimates, and supporters. Everyone believes he has gone off his rocker. I mean, let's not put a too fine a point here. They believe he is crazy. At the same time, he commands if not a majority of the country, a very, very substantial minority comes to believe that this election is stolen, and whose support for him ever hardens.
And that's what's happened with this conviction. It's done him a world of favours in many ways. It beggars belief, don't it? It absolutely beggars belief. So that was Michael Wolff, who wrote several books, but also wrote a book about Donald Trump, which he wasn't very happy about in the end. No. So, but these people are everywhere.
If this were happening in another country, I just got to Italy. I was traveling here while the Trump verdict came down, and I have to say that when people here ask me what the heck is going on in your country, I am ashamed. If this were happening in another country, and we in the United States heard about a party in power that was using prosecutorial force to bring fake charges against a leading opponent in the middle of an election, we would call that the stuff of a banana republic. And yet now that's us. This is the stuff of how nations decline. Speaking of Italy, this is the kind of thing you would see in the fall of the ancient Roman Empire. Well, now it's happening right in our own homeland. Sometimes you go abroad and you see the way that you're viewed. It reminds you of how much our own nation has rotted at its core. The time for change is now. 2024 is a 1776 moment. I am proud to be an American, but it doesn't feel that way now when the rest of the world looks down upon the kangaroo courts that send our own political leaders to prison. Enough of it. I don't care if you're on the left or right. This is a danger to the future of our country. And I'm asking you to step up this year so we can actually get this right. We have a country to save, and if we don't get this right in the next 7 months, I think it's quite possible we don't have a country left.
I'm counting on the women of America, especially the poor buggers that try to get an abortion after being raped. Yeah, I would say so. You would hope they would be voting for them, but the problem is many of them are. They're going to the older ones who, anyway, they wouldn't need an abortion. Look at that. Dora. Dog treats. They're whining at me. Well, one is anyway. Things you do one, you got to do more, haven't you? Oh, dear me.
Get it! Go where you belong! Go where you belong! Get out! Go where you belong! Get out! Get out! You are counted! Stay away from us! Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here! You gonna vote for a traitor? Get the fuck out of here! Faggot! You're the faggot! You're the faggot! You're the faggot! Get the fuck out of here, bitch! Bitch! You have a pussy! You're a little pussy! You're a pussy! You're a pussy! Do you hear me? You're a little pussy! Yeah! Little shrivelly pussy! That's what you are! That's all you are is a cunt! Yeah, run! You're not even a man! We're gonna eat you! We're gonna eat you and your family alive! Oh, I'm so proud of you! Oh, you little bitch! Knock him down! Knock the bitch down! Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of New York City! Pussy! You little pussy! You little pussy! Get the fuck out! Go where you belong! Yeah? Go where you...
They're lost their mind! They're just... Oh, they're bonkers. I don't know how much others I can take. Hello, Perry. Hope you're well. This guy's pretending Donald Trump's going to prison. He will never go to prison. I don't think he will either. Nope. I don't think he will. Unfortunately. He needs to go to prison. Anyone else with those sort of felonies will be going to prison. What about the fact that there's the, how to put it, the other court case that's been sat on the shelf because the judge that Donald Trump put in, pointed by Trump. Well, how much money passed hands there? A self-hating queen, yes. Says Zona. Very much so. That's just crazy. He would pee himself so bad, he would pee himself, and I would not even have to touch him. Don't do it. The dump sideshow freaks. It's just... There's just so many of them. That's the thing, there's just so many of these utterly mad, crazy people. You know? Is America lost? Big time?
This time is going to be worse for him. His best bet is to continue doing his Clint Eastwood impression and keep debating the empty lectern at his rallies. Though I'm sure Trump-tards are super impressed with his ability to interrupt people and randomly make up shit, there are hopefully enough Americans out there that still have enough of a grasp on reality to realize that Trump is a clown, and the only reason he wants to get reelected is to avoid the rest of his trials. And while we are talking about Trump, let's not forget the rest of the circus, because the Republican clown car is packed to brimming, and the stupid doth floweth over.
It's finally time for another round of America's new favorite game show, Who's in Court for Trump Today? And it is an absolute all-star lineup.
I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
We have Anna Paulina Luna, a former stripper turned Turning Point USA influencer turned congresswoman. Her most recent effort in Congress? A bill to give Trump a gold medal. Next, we have Lauren Boebert, a lady who jacked off a guy in a public theater, and a mother who didn't go to a court hearing a few days ago with her 18-year-old son, who is facing multiple charges of burglary and identity theft. She didn't even help him get a lawyer. And rounding out the lineup is Matt Gaetz, the man who tanked Congress and orchestrated the removal of Kevin McCarthy because McCarthy wouldn't shut down an ethics investigation into his activities with underage girls.
And I'll give you the truth why I'm not Speaker. It's because one person, a member of Congress, wanted me to stop an ethics complaint because he slept with a 17-year-old. An ethics complaint that started before I ever became Speaker, and that's illegal, and I'm not going to get in the middle. Did he do it or not? I don't know. But ethics is looking at it. There's other people in jail because of it. And he wanted me to influence it.
What an absolute joke the GOP has become.
Only the best. And when you throw in puppy killer Kristi Noem, the spineless one Vice Snake Ramaswamy, and of course we can't forget Uncle Tim, Trump's supporting cast is making America look more and more like a failing wrestling organization. But AG, the Trump supporters say, you're suffering from Trump derangement syndrome. All these videos and articles are just a deep state.
Didn't Trump bring this WWF? Was it down to Trump?
Trying to get Donald Trump and all the subpar, no-talent politicians that are greedily riding the coattails of a convicted sexual abuser are great people with America's best interests in mind. Well, I say, I think you might want to check yourself for symptoms, because you might just need to get off that Trumpanol.
You got Trump derangement syndrome, man. It ain't his fault.
Oh dear. It goes from bad to worse, and it does. Right. Oh. I just feel a bit kind of, how to put, a bit lost for words, really. It's just absolute bonkers. Look at this. Get more worms in there. There you go.
Antifa's an idea, not an organization.
Oh, you got it.
Not militia. If he just stay out of the way. Look here.
Oh, really?
Here,
oh, really?
This guy.
I want to see an honest ballot cut.
He's just afraid of counting the votes because
You're wrong. You're wrong.
I want to continue with you on this, Vice President Biden.
Chris, he's so wrong when he makes a statement like that. You didn't want me to ban.
All right, gentlemen.
Which was heavily.
Mr. President,
you would have been much later, Joe.
Mr. President,
much later,
sir.
Chris,
you're
that was the
debating
worst
him,
part
not
of
me.
Obama.
Let me ask my question.
Well, I'll ask Joe.
Mr. President,
please stop.
No, go ahead. No. Mr. President.
$3.5 million, Joe.
No. Sir, stop. Wait a minute. Mr. President, no, Mr. President. No.
Can I be honest? It's a very important
Try to be
question.
honest.
He stood up.
No, the answer to the question is no.
Trump thinks that made him look good.
Oh, no. Moot. Sometimes they need to do that on LBC radio, I've noticed. Yeah. This guy's pretending Donald Trump's going to prison. He'll never go to prison, I happen to agree. How very charming. No, not very, no. So bad he would pee himself and would not even have to touch it. Oh, tiny. Like his hands. Canada should build a wall quick. Yes, build the wall. And the Americans will pay for it. They will. Tell you what we'll fundraise for. That will, yeah. Get Steve Bannon on the job. He'll help out, yeah. He's not the Messiah. A bit of life of Brian. Made up enemies to fight against to help distract right-wing voters. But usually everyone follows the old saying here that when a donkey speaks, the other one lowers his ears. That makes a lot of sense. Fortunately, that ain't the case. Not everywhere. Oh, I see. You mean you speak when it's your turn to speak? Oh, I guess. Is that what's that in Portuguese? When a donkey speaks, the other one lowers his ears. Just let them bury themselves. Do a James and Brian on them. That's kind of what he does, isn't it? You know, when he breaks his phone out, he just lets them just make themselves look stupid. And finalise the conversation by saying something like, "Oh, give my love to the family." Bill Silver saying, "Bill. Can she build a wall quick?" Oh, if Donny wins, can I claim asylum in Europe? Please do. Yes, I'll vouch for you. Gingers. The cat, those at least seemed more. Sorry. So loud, the cat. Sorry, those seem more. At least seemed more end of life from what I can understand, rather than I don't like you really. I don't understand. Hello, come on over to my place, says Donor. Quandam Unbarufa. So. Is it you, so that come to see me? I can't remember now. If it is, I made you signs. I made signs for your trees. Do. Actually made them months ago. I wouldn't want to move to Europe. Trump intended to let Russia have Europe. Yeah. Well, it looks like they're stepping up their game here now. You've got Lithuania saying that they're ready to put the boots on the ground. You had Sweden last week have gifted Ukrainian loads of troop carrier vehicles, 170 odd, all of them. All Sweden's troop carriers. Or there's a particular kind of vehicle, it's like an armoured car thing. So, and now the West has pretty much said that you can launch your missiles into Russia now. Which I think Biden's quite concerned that Ukraine will launch at their missile notification scanners or radars, which then might give up a false flag, you know. And all of a sudden we all get bombed by Russia. But Canada will overrun but Canada will be overrun with Americans. What, leaving America to go to Canada? Yeah, probably. Blame either. We were. Oh, I see. Oh, cheers, Vicky. We were discussing the many gun killings of Noam. Now I understand. Barry, I can't believe things are so bad for the US. I'm flabbergasted by it all, to be absolutely honest. It's so. It's hilarious in many ways, obviously, because you just think, what the fuck is going on there? But we also have to realise this is so dangerous. I mean, everywhere. Not just the United States, but Europe. Everywhere. We're all interconnected now, you see. For starters, a world economy. You know, United States sell us a huge amount of stuff. We sell them a huge amount of stuff. And everything becomes disrupted. Container ship will just be all over. Well, just be a right old mess. Look what happened in the pandemic. We would end up with a massive recession. We had post-war Germany. Europe can quite easily defend itself against Russia, at least if you look at the military spending. In 2021, the UK alone spent more on their armed forces than Russia did on theirs. It's technology, and that's the thing. That's the way forward with this technology for defence. We need to be doing more drones. That's why we should be spending the money on drones. You think what Russia's achieved with those kamikaze drones, you know, and they're cheap. Okay, you got the Dragonfire laser now, haven't you? It's pretty impressive. Although it's got its problems, but there's no provisions now. They're going to be putting on British ships, Navy ships. Which basically boils the missiles. We love Trump no matter what you say. Really? Do you love Trump? Oh, dear. Ginger's, okay, there we go. She can't. Referring to Vicky. Have you thought about going to Canada? You get cheap maple syrup. Gingers, you get maple syrup. You like maple syrup on your pancakes? Have we got a troll? Troll alert, Spanish. What troll? We've got a troll. Where is it? Is it Montefrat? Oh, I'm watching, says Mad Monk. I'm watching. Perry, on the bright side, Richie Sunak will be off to the US, it's to be California, permanently soon. Yes, he's already invested in their schools here, while our schools have got right concrete. The Native American reservations have banned her, and that's 20% of her state. Blimey, really? Clara zooms at old ego. When you get kicked in the head by a horse. Oh, dear. Oh, can you remember that when on LBC on Nigel Farage's show when a guy he phoned in? How did it go again? It was something like oh yeah, he was a Remainer, but he decided he was a Leaver and what have you. You know, believed in Brexit and we've got to do Brexit and stuff like that. And when Nigel Farage asked him, well, what changed your mind? What was it that turned you? He says, I was kicked in the head by a horse. You know? It was the timing of it. It was just perfectly done. Yeah. The guy was actually a comedian. He phoned up on James O'Brien a while afterwards. And yeah, or James O'Brien had him called in or whatever. But anyway, he was apparently as a amateur comedian or semi-professional comedian, but the delivery was just ace. Yeah, kicked in the head by a horse. I do have nephews who live in Canada, but I haven't seen them in 12 years. Just end up on the doorstep. Just do it. You got to let me in. Bill Still says Russia is always threatening the West with nuclear weapons. I think today the West threatened them with the same. And that's the trick. I 100% agree with you. You have to deal with bullies face on. You just do. Obviously, they just get stronger. They get this feeling that that's working for them, and they just go on and on. I remember in school, I was quite small in school. I was stocky but small. And still quite small now, actually. Come to that. In height. not in breadth. No, not in breadth. Anyway, this lad at school, he was constantly picking on me. And I just lost it. And there was these Georgian-wide, between the north and south sides of Fort St Andrews High School, there was these Georgian-wide glass doors. And no, sorry, what the doors? So that was another incident. No, window. Anyway, he's trying to have a go at me. He took this lad. He's a bully. Just took a swing at me for no reason whatsoever, other than the fact that it was just me. And because I'd never really retaliated, I just ignored him. And then I just grabbed his hand, put it behind his back, and pushed him into the window. I'm not a violent person, I really am. And it was just a spontaneous reaction, I suppose, defence. And my dad got a letter. His parents got a letter as well. For the cot, it was like £15 at the time to have the glass replaced in the window. Well, to be fair to my dad, even though he loved Farage, he did go up to the school and tell them, I'm not paying this. And he explained why. And it's the really odd thing after that, this lad was can't even remember his name. Was civil with me after that, but also he also had a little bit of friendship, not a lot, but a bit more friendly. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just have to, you just have to meet people head on. You know, you just do. Just human nature, I suppose. Questionable insanity. Hello there. The issue is that if Ukraine knock out Russia's radar systems, they'll effectively be blind. What would you do in that situation? What do you think? You'd been attacked, wouldn't you? Yeah, I read one paragraph on it. Not even the paragraph, I don't think it was. As a headline. I was just scanning through my feed. Yeah, something like that. But I think Biden was concerned about it. Just don't hit their radar system. You can't see if the other guy draws your gun, so what you got to draw and shoot first, yeah. There's that to it, isn't it? Never had maple syrup, let alone it's candy. I like maple syrup, but it's expensive here. Sometimes you can get it in Lidl's quite cheap, by a brand called Kennedy. I think it's Kennedy's, which is probably an American brand or something, or Canadian brand. But it's no, it's an American brand. Cheers, Bill. No idea what Canadian bacon means in the terms of taste. Do they have bacon? Well, obviously it's pigs, isn't they? So, is that a Canadian bacon? Bacon is bacon. Call it Danish bacon. It's bacon, right? It's the cut. So we don't really have bacon here in France, but you can get a cut bacon. Obviously, there are English butchers. There is English butchers here. Yeah, expat post-Brexit butchers. That there is. Before people just bring it over with them when they visit the family and stuff. You see, stick it in their suitcases, even though they weren't really meant to. Oh, Canadian iced wine. That's interesting. I hadn't had that before. Radars are hit all the time, but Russia. Oh, sorry, Mister. But Russia have a lot of them. Jens, is Vicky deprived or depraved? I've never had iced wine. That sounds actually quite nice. Oh, Canadian bacon is just ham. Oh, okay. That's it. Well, we've got a cured bacon here, which is what we call jambon cru, which is basically Parma ham, or the French version of. And it's actually, you need twice as much. It's up 3 times as much because obviously it's very, very thin, but it makes really nice bacon. You're supposed to eat it raw, really, but if you cook it, it's like bacon. And then do it smoked, natural. Yeah, not smoked, unsmoked. Russia also has satellites that can also monitor incomings. Oh, well, that makes sense. And also, this launched a satellite killing satellite as well, apparently. According to the Americans, hello, Leacorn. Is it 100% maple syrup? Ah, the little McEnedy's brand. A lot more blended with other syrups. I don't know. Just says maple syrup on the jar. That's a bit naughty. It sounds a bit like your imported honey in the UK, and it's imported from China. It's not even honey, just syrup. Well, with a little bit of honey in it, I suppose, but it's tainted. They're not allowed to export it into the EU for that reason. Looking at my pig chart, Canadian bacon is from the back. Oh, back bacon. There's a farm near me where I can get local meat and cheese and produce. Oh, same here. I've also got we've got a brasserie here as well. I've also got a brewery just down the road as well. They make some bizarre beers. They've got flavours that do not work. I mean, they taste awful. I mean, really bad. Putin doesn't care how much it costs the Russian people. That's the scary part. And also, he's just increased tax. Or he's passing through their parliament, or what their version of. Was it Gulag? Anyway, their version they're increasing the taxes on the people, and he's using an excuse of that it's going to the monies is to raise monies for the regions, but it's not. It's for the special military operation. The thing is, the people know this, but they daren't say it. They daren't say it. I'm not saying all the people. Some of the people in that case, it's just like in the United States. The cheapest stuff is not 100% maple syrup. Yeah, that's a bit annoying. The thing is, well, for start, we need maple trees. Maple's nice timber, you know. It's nice hard, nice light coloured hardwood. It's nice timber. Take good care what be should be good, my friend. Well, I'm going to be clocking off in a minute anyway. It's 12:30 here, or 24 minutes past 12. So a few more minutes and I'm going to clock off. But it's nice to see everybody here, to be fair. Just so it says, when I was very, very small and was picked on constantly, but I learned how to wrestle. I did karate. Learned how to wrestle in middle school. And I've still got my original suit, but also I started doing it again because I just so out of shape. A while back now, it was in the UK, not here in France. It was in the UK, and I went to a place there, Mousehold Heath, and the guy there, right? He had a very long beard. He was shorter than me, but as wide, and that dojo he was amazing. And his son was very, very serious as well. But his son's hands were all bugged up from fighting. I mean, they were just tough as all nails, really were. Ginger's Draft. We bought 100% stuff. The next one we bought, we realised it wasn't 100%. And it wasn't as good. Better alone than in ill company, I say. Definitely. I've said this before, sometimes, not sometimes, most of the time I would say, if somebody upsets you or you're not on the same wavelength, somebody's got disturbing your she, you need to push back. Either avoid those people or just push back altogether and remove them from your life, just so you can have a relaxed mind. I've got problems in my family and all that, you know, but it's difficult with family, isn't it? How do you remove them? Sometimes I'd like to. Yeah, you get the odd anomaly. When you've got so many kids, you have the odd anomaly. Or at least have a break from them. That'd be quite nice. So when I was when I was very small and picked on constantly, but I learned how to wrestle in middle school, and once I stood up to him, it was over. You just have to. Bullies are really cowards. They really are. And once they realise they met the match or you retaliate at all, they all of a sudden realise there's a risk factor. Bullies always pick on who they think are the weakest, the quietest. It's the quietest ones you really got to be careful of. You've got to watch out for, because they're the ones that have you. I was bullied. I was bullied day one of school. Day two, I was not. Not many friends, but no one picks on you when you drop some people and break some noses. Oh dear. Well, that's one way of doing it. Oh dear. Yeah, I never really liked school. I'll be up to honest, it wasn't. But school wasn't right for me. When I did all my further education, it was out of school. I left school, obviously what's my exams and stuff like that. And I went to work for Coes and Norwich photographers in Norwich. literally the following day. I have to admit, I did enjoy it. But the fact the chemistry was giving me really bad eczema and stuff. And anyway, then I started working for Lacey Electrical. I've done my work there, and then I've been in and out of college ever since. And done my 17th edition and electrical. I then also done my woodworking, and then I done a bit bricklaying, and that was up to MVQ3. 2001, I started my first degree. I went on from there, really, I suppose. But always been in and out of college, or skills based generally, apart from my photography. I suppose it's skills based as well, really, I suppose. I liked that teaching environment, but I didn't like school. I loved my woodwork lessons. I loved my technology lesson. I loved my metalwork lessons. Unfortunately, you couldn't take metalwork and woodwork together as choices at the time when I was at school. But yeah, it was. I really didn't want to be there. I'll be honest with you. And also, I probably had ADHD or something. I don't know whatever it was. And I used to go into a bit of a dream world. So, you know, when you're sitting there and you're supposed to be doing something, I just literally just drift off. My mind would be elsewhere. I'd be thinking about other stuff I was actually interested in. And there's certain things I did at school. I did choices. I did geography. That was not what it was before we did our choices and that. I really enjoyed it. But it's like as soon as I got you get all the boring shit. Oh, geography was so boring. It was all about like trade demographics and stuff like that, industry and all that. And I wasn't interested in that at the time. And now I wish I did history. It was either going to be geography or history, wasn't it? So I wish I did history. But, you know, it's hindsight, isn't it? Because you learn so much once you're out of school. It opens your mind up because you have to. If you want to evolve and you know, be able to do other stuff, learn. And I'm very much a hands-on learner, you know. And it's just something I quite enjoyed the learning experience once I got out of school. That's the crazy thing, really. I did like college and university, you know. So back to work for me tomorrow after a week off. So early start, night, they call it. I'm clocking off now anyway. Speaking German with my grandpa in the communist heartland was hard, but I honestly did not care. Says Joel. Blimey. I've got many languages you do now. Books were my salvation. Now, as far as books are concerned, I never really got into reading fiction or non-fiction, stuff like that. I always loved books that were like practical books, how-to books and stuff like that. Technology books or woodwork, anything like that. Anything that was creative or I found of interest, astronomy and that sort of stuff. I read them cover to cover again and again and again, you know what I mean? But like, for instance, I quite Stephen King books and stuff like that. I really struggled to get into them. Really found it difficult. Martial arts helped me focus my mind and be less aggressive. So all those katas you got to be doing, isn't it? Kata. Of course, my biggest bully was my mother. Crikey, so life was hell until I left for college. Blimey. Some people's home life are terrible, aren't they? We were pretty fortunate growing up.
Smaller in number, are we?
And
but
I would
larger
say our
in
children
mind.
were quite fortunate because we were loving parents, but also we always. To be fair to Caroline, actually, she always said, because she didn't have any books in the house, and because of that, she feels that she struggled, and she got very poor education. So she made sure that we always had books in the house, and our kids were all well educated. You know, Matthew's here at the moment; he's got 2 degrees. So, oh, what do I say? Hi, Doc Davies. Oh, cheers, my friend. Almost kind. Former Wally, who's laying down there in his basket. I wish I could show you, but I can't move the camera. I need to put that on the what's it. He's in his basket staring at me at the moment. And then there's Sebastian. Pandora's gone through to the other room. I'll tell you what, I could get my Wally here. I could retreat, I reckon. Oh, you got that, Wally? Oh. Or you expect me to throw it to you? No? Pandora's got very good hearing. Out you go. You gotta try. She wouldn't jump up at all. Oh, I'll just check my little Wally. He ain't moving. He's had a bit of a bad time. He has, so. Thanks, buddy. For the little Wally. He's a character, I tell you. He's a lovely little fella. Do you know what something, having dogs is literally like having children. You know, we've got that kind of connection. And I can sense when one's going to have a fit. And I get straight out of bed. I grab hold of him. I get him out of his bed quickly. Because sometimes, you know, with these fits, he might pee himself a little bit. So we've got a rug nearby that we use for that purpose. So I get hold of him quickly. I'll put him onto the rug. But how did I know? When I wake up, because of I know he's going to have a fit. It's usually he's got his pattern of his breathing changes. It's bizarre. It's really bizarre. It's a connection, isn't it? It's just, you know, I have to admit, me and my little boy were like that. We're like that. I prefer it if he wasn't Nickens Willie right now, but that's. Oh. Were you the daddy at school? The daddy. No. I wasn't keen on school at all. Take care, just saying. Be good. There we come. What have I missed? What have I missed? Regan? No, there go on. Be good, my friend. My parents, Mum, still with me, were great people, smart and hard-working, and they are the reason why I am who I am today. Oh, Christ, you've got to blame them, have we? Now, my mum was a sweet woman. You know, she came over on a boat from India. And she was a very kind woman. I don't know why she married my dad. I really do not know. Blimey. It's a nightmare. Harebrained schemes and stuff like that, you know. All around boats, all to do with boats. Got into some pretty precarious financial positions. Luckily managed to get out of them. But then Dad always hated the EU. All the, you know, common market and all that as well at the time. Always. And he loves Farage. So there's something wrong with him. Thing is, you see, after the vote in 2016, he passed away a month after the vote. Yet he made every effort. A month or 2 months, but 2 months after the vote, he made every effort to actually put that cross wrong box. And he was in a really bad state at the time. He was still in the house. And then he ended up in hospital. So, yeah. Yeah, sure. I blame your parents. My partner told me that grandmothers who work at libraries, says Steve McGowan, in prison, where she's from, would always bring baked goods to entice kids to home, to the library, and check out books. Brilliant idea. That's a brilliant idea. It's like the Pied Piper of books. A cake. My Wally dog would love her. He loves a good cake. Understand animals better than humans? Yeah, probably. Yeah. I fail to understand humans. I really do. Especially in regards to people that just feel it's a good idea to lie and deceive, and you've always got to remember the lies, you know? They catch you out. Just don't lie, don't deceive, don't, you know, have some integrity. And life would be easier. No one's ever going to trip you up then. You can lose everything in this life, your possessions, the ones you love, even your life. But there is only one thing that you can only give and never taken from you. That's your pride, dignity. Oh, that was your mother. Your pride and dignity. Yeah. Who you are inside as well, you know, as a person. Animals are predictable. Unconditional love. That's what animals are. Unconditional. You know. I know Ginger's got a dog. Larry the cat. Oh. I've tried that, but it just brings out my rage. Okay, what's that Sir Larry the cat say? Go on, what did he say? My home life as a child was a nightmare so bloody awful that one of the social workers said I should write a book about it. Now, I've started another channel called Fibre Man. It's got like 12 subscribers on it at the minute. Anyway, it's only about a week or so old. And it's because I've got fibromyalgia. I've been diagnosed now with fibromyalgia, which feels a little bit lazy in some ways, although I've had a lot of tests, which pretty much you basically test it for all these other stuff, and if it isn't that, they say you've got fibromyalgia. That's what it feels like. The only problem I can see is that if, for instance, I've got another issue, another problem, and I go to the doctor, is it all going to end up going underneath the same umbrella? Oh, that must be fibromyalgia. You know, you'll be dead. You could be dead next week. You know, they're going to say, oh, you got fibromyalgia. That's a bit of a concern. Yeah, it's anyway. I don't have this other channel, and the idea is, because I was writing down in a book on a regular basis. Ever since I realised what's going on, I was just writing how I was feeling on that day, and that was good to get out of my head. Yeah, just a pencil, just writing in this book. A diary. I thought, why am I doing that for? Why don't I just do a video? For some, it'd be quicker, and also it might be more interesting and an easier way for me to reflect back on it. That's why I was doing it. It's a way for me to sort of log if there is a progression in it, because there can be. And I thought, hang on, if I can actually just document it, so I'd do the channel. I call it Fibre Man. So yeah, so I get that. Yeah, write a book about it. Just document it. It's a great way to get it out of your head, and that's what I found. Writing it down was good. It got it out of my head. The problem is, some things you see in life, they fester. They fester in your head, don't they? You know, like for instance, you've had a situation where somebody's upset you, all right, and you don't say anything. You don't challenge them. That eats you up inside. I should have said this. I should have said that. I should have done that. Da, 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 da. You know, it's like a day or so after. It's just you constantly question yourself instead of challenging them, because you don't want to cause. Or you might not have thought about it at the time. You know what I mean? You think about it afterwards, and then it's sort of going in your head. I should have said this. Should have said that. Sometimes you just got to let go, ain't you? But you have to challenge people, and you have to challenge family, not just non-family members, but also family members. I think you just have to. Otherwise, it just stews inside you. You know, I don't mean to be you've got to be arrogant or anything like that, but just something just to have a conversation. Ask them why. It's one of the best ways of dealing in any situations like that, is literally just ask the question. Put it back on them. Like, for instance, I know, argument's sake. So you feel it's okay to talk to me like that? Do you think that's justified or something? You know what I mean? It's just Do you think that's acceptable? If they can't answer that, well, then they don't. They'd have to question themselves, wouldn't they? And some people won't unless you say anything at all, but they'll certainly think about it when they leave. Some people won't, obviously. What? Gingers, you can't say that about your mother. Oh dear, is she got a MAGA hat? Oh, they're so gingers. It can be difficult. Don't get me wrong. My parents when they went. My mother was lovely, and my dad wasn't. He wasn't an awful person. He wasn't a great dad, but he wasn't an awful person. He never used to hit us or anything like that. He used to shout at us. Did he really give us any praise? No. No, it was almost like a competition between me and my sisters, which made it a little bit uncomfortable. Yeah, sometimes you do need closure. With those sort of situations, you need closure sometimes, just to close the door on it, just to settle your own mind. Or you just got to try and push back at it and not think about it at all. Oh, Artemis, that's it, Artemis. I forgot your dog's name, Jesus, yeah. Artemis, I should know, because every time I cut the grass, I ride past the sign. I'm actually, I might do a video later, which is, obviously, I've got a list of everyone who's donated to the rewilding, plus a list of all the signs that were done, and the ones obviously already in. But I want to redo a lot of the signs. I'm going to redo a lot of them with the laser. Now I've got this new laser, which is excellent. I'm going to redo all the signs because we're going to get to a stage now where they'll be better if the signs were actually in the tree and not on the ground. The problem with them being on the ground, obviously, the little stakes rot, don't they? And they end up falling flat on the face. So I think I'd rather get them a bit higher up in the trees. Now the trees are getting a bit bigger, so they can support, the signs. So I think we might end up doing that. So I was going to put this as basically ask everyone who has donated just to confirm what they want on their signs, or if they want to change what's on their signs. So. What triggered my fibromyalgia? Could be all sorts of things. I think I've had it for a while, sort of mildly, but I've got a thyroid issue, which could be related to the fibromyalgia. Brexit, that's it. That's what I've done at Brexit. Trauma. They do say that the hormonal levels quite often as well, because that could be the thyroid. So yeah, if you're hormonal, I haven't got moobs yet, I don't think. No, not quite. Is it me or is Keir Starmer getting moobs? He looks skinny fat. He's put a lot of weight on, hasn't he? Yeah, we do that. People do it. You got to deal with issues. You got to. Otherwise, you never settle your mind, do you? And it's never. You're constantly going to be regurgitated in your head, and it's just get to the point where you just can't. Just be there forever. Sometimes you just got to walk away. You just have to, even if it's family members, just to push back at those people, get them out of your life. You just do. Otherwise, you just screw your head. And you'll never be happy. Unless you get the upper hand. Then you get fun. Oh, crikey, Joe, I didn't know that. So after my dad died, I went into dark times inside my head too. But luckily, I had people that helped me. That's it, you got support. You got support in you. I actually find the channel very refreshing at times. More about the support that I get on the channel and also the people on the channel. It's almost like a little family, so to speak. You know what I mean? and it's really nice when you get into reading the comments and stuff like that, and it's really informative comments quite often, more often than not, to be honest, and it's quite interesting and to see other people's point of view, and also you realise that there's people that they got similar ideas as yourself, going right and wrong and stuff like that. Just common decency. We all make mistakes, don't we? I made plenty of mistakes. Crikey. It's how you deal with the mistakes, isn't it? It's how you progress from there, We never stop learning, do we? So... Oh. There's something you can grow in that greenhouse, which works wonders with fibromyalgia. I wonder what that is. So heard. I do have some... I can nick Wally's hemp oil. Sometimes you can just have to cut people out. You do. Cut people out of your life, whoever they are. And growing older, I just opted to ignore people. I think you do when you get old. You get too long in long in the tooth. And I speak to my son earlier today. Actually, popped in to see us, and we'll come and visit Matthew as well. And I say to him, if people upset me these days, I push back now. I just say, no, not interested. I'm not going to get involved. What? No, you can't. See, my dear Mrs. Caroline, she's that flag chair. Sorry, that wasn't my choice. I didn't buy it because it had a flag on it. I bought it because it was cheap, really cheap for a very expensive chair, but it was cheap. It was a used chair. And I haven't had backache since. And look at it this way, right? Whenever I break wind, I'm breaking wind on the Union Jack, okay? Oh, dear. My advice would be that just ignore people, whoever they are, and continue with your life. I think you have to. I just think you have to. Gingers, you've got Artemis. People, dogs, animals are better than people. But you knew that. I do love my animals. I really do. And they're all getting very old now. So Wally's 14, so he's obviously got his problems. Sebastian's 13, Dora's 11 now. It's like, they're all getting old. They're all having little health issues and stuff like that. Wally's a little bit more serious. Well, to be fair, Sebastian's as well, because he's got heart disease, so he's got an enlarged heart. He has the same medication as Wally for his heart murmur. And then Wally's got his other meds for his fits and that as well, so he's definitely better on them. But I'll tell you what works really well is I think what Steve McGowan's on there is the hemp oil. That works really well for Wally. That helps. Definitely helps. The only thing I would say is with these fits, they just have to get out of the system. It's like they build up in his head, and he needs a fit to clear it. It's like a reset. It was cheap, unlike Tories. They're expensive and not cheap, like chicken. Chicken. Farting on the flag like a true patriot. Oh, the Union Jack doesn't represent decency anymore. But that changes. Maybe, I'll be more keen on the flag. But at the moment, I'm not. True patriot. No. At the moment, to me, that the St George's flag, the Union Jack, it just represents Tory rule and tyranny. Unfortunately. Anyway, my best friend growing up was a dog. Yes. Look at that. Look at him. Ain't he lovely? And then I got Wally down there in his basket, sprawled out with his bits hanging out. Yep, like the American flag being appropriated by the Reich. Yep, that's right though, isn't it? It has. It's been misrepresented. You know, it's like what's going on with Scotland. I mean, like I say, they've been bled by a waste monster. Maybe, you know, if they were treated with respect, not fake respect. I mean, proper, decent respect. You'd have a lot less people. You're bound to have a lot less people wanting to leave the union in Scotland. I know they say it's gone down a bit anyway, but there's still a lot of people who want to leave, and I understand why. And me at the moment, it just feels like it's just got to happen. Just disdain. That's what it is. Disdain. I have no family, says Doc Dave. Sorry, buddy. It's nice having family. I had the grandchildren came out. Well, one child came around today, which she's a little sweetie. She is Lamely, and I've got Matthew here at the moment as well. He's disabled. He's petrified. What's going on with the PIP's payment and what have you at the moment. But he'd be fine. He's obviously disabled. But the idea that he can go to work, he can't speak properly because he's got torsion to stone that affects basically his muscles will work against each other. Obviously, it would include the vocal cords. He struggles to speak, and it's quite difficult to understand. But he's got 2 degrees, you know. So it would be nice if he could actually do some form of work, but there's no way he can sit in an office chair, for instance, or sit at a computer. He lays on the floor all the time. You know, he's either that or he's in his chair or hunched over. So it's difficult for him. So he can't work. He could not work for long periods of time. And what employer is going to want to take up that responsibility? They're not, are they? Because effectively he's liability, you know, in many ways. He spills things, drops things, you know, bashes stuff with his wheelchair. Exactly. Our flag has been commandeered by the far right, and it makes me uncomfortable. I think that's what does for me, especially the more so with the England flag though than the Union Jack. It really does. If to me, it represents lagerlouts, jobs, skinheads. I ain't got a real problem with skinheads. The hair then. Yeah, but that kind of mental attitude, you know what I mean? Sort of painting the picture. So yeah, I agree. But try telling a bigot that he'll label you a traitor, yeah. Because the flag. Even though the bigot is the problem. See, the thing is, it's like Donald Trump. They're all narcissists, aren't they? They just they feel everyone's out to get them. And I think it's all about them, like they do. If Labour was smart, they'd be pushing for the UK to fly the EU flag again. Please. Take care, Wrigley. Actually, on that note, I'm going to be off. I'll say thank you to the Spaniards and what have you, because we had, I think that was Deborah Hart, and she's a bit of a keyboard warrior. And I think she goes on quite a few different channels and what have you, and puts her views across. And you know, everyone's entitled to their view, what have you, but it was off point. It's not what I do. I actually had somebody doing some politics on my woodworking channel the other day, and even though I agreed with them, I just deleted it because I don't want that on there. That's not what the channel's about. You know, there's going to be a lot of people on that channel that doesn't agree with my point of view. And obviously, the damage channel is not what it's about anyway. It's not politics, is it? So, Marcus, you got me on time out. If happens again, I'm time out. I didn't put you on time out. I haven't put anyone on time out. Okay, Mellow. I don't know what's going on. So it might be because you're on. Is it because you're doing caps again? Why do you do caps? If you go on any stream, you'll find that most streams don't tolerate capitals because it's like you've been shouted at. People don't like to be shouted at. So you're more than welcome to be here, but you don't have to shout at us. You know. You do what you want to do. Take care, Joel. Got to go now, folks. Thanks for all the stream. Cheers, Joel. Be good, my friend. Like I say, I enjoy your comments and all that. And I'd like to thank, obviously, it looks like we had a little bit of work to do regarding the spanners. So thanks to Origny, Mad Monk, P. Dallas, and whoever else here was had the spanner. Oh, quite good. Who else? Have I thought about anyone else? Have I missed out anyone? Have I missed out? Cheers, Dr. Davies. Thank you. And Acorn. And thanks to Alistair on Care and that as well. Kern and yeah, for super chats and that. And Lefty Boater. Thank you all. It is much appreciated, it really is. Have I missed anybody? Oh, Mark's the biggest fan as well. Quite can't forget you, mate. Search for George and Clever. Did it? And Dorgo, cheers, my friend. Thank you very much. Just for being an animal lover. I've got to love animals, haven't you? Some people don't. They do. I don't understand that. Joe Lefty, oh, thank you. And Alistair on Care, oh, thank you, my friends. It does really help us keep it going and also pay for flipping dog meds, which I'm just got to do again in a week's time. Yeah. Oh, blimey. There you go. Thank you. It's a good night, everybody. I say thank you very much. I said it a million times now. Thank you. Oh, blimey.
That is a disgrace.
Sorry. Don't thank you too many times. Oh, cruggy. Oh, I'll leave you something. What can I leave you? Oh, actually. I was actually going to do about this tonight, but I just kind of took all my time on Trump. But Michael Heseltine, he's been having words to say again, isn't he? So this is going to be the most dishonest election ever because no one's talking about Brexit. Well, he talked about Brexit before with in relationship to, well, Richard Lice.
Did you see today's Telegraph? Brexit is dead.
Yes, I did. That was
and
an
those
article.
are your most fanatical supporters.
What do you do then?
I'm getting cut in nine tails for.
Nine tails?
How can your greatest supporters allow this sort of adverse propaganda be published?
That was an article by Cheryl Jacobs, Lord Heseltine. But the point is, what she was concerned about is that the establishment figures...
Let's start again. What about this one? The Bank of England. People £1,000 worse off.
You know, there were comments about it was due to global markets. I mean, I don't really think that is the case.
The Daily Telegraph. It's not me. It's your friends.
The reality is that our GDP growth...
Now, the reality, I've just told you what the reality is.
Will still be Mars bars. The reality is the figures, Lord Heseltine,
to delude
the figures
people as you've been doing for 6 years.
I've got a brilliant new strategy, which is to make so many gaps.
How can you dare to say that it's only 2 years or 4 years? The referendum was
because that's
in
a question of fact, Lord Heseltine. It is only 2 years.
Nearly 7 years ago. And the people who were in charge in the government of the day, Boris Johnson, Liam Fox, David Davis, did you think they knew what they were doing? 2 years before we had the general election. Then we were told we'd get Brexit done. Why now? Are we still waiting?
The Prime Minister in waiting.
Don't know what that means. I'll tell you why. Because it meant a pack of lies.
He's a liar.
Yeah, but...
You like him because he's a liar?
Yeah, because he's human.
Well, Lord Heseltine, let me tell you why. The reason that we're in the position we are is because Remainers such as yourself worked very, very hard to thwart Brexit ever happening.
What a load of bollocks!
So you can recite the many years since 16
Come
thing,
on,
but
come
we've had
on.
no time
You
to
know
actually make
perfectly
it
well.
work.
You've had 6 years with your hands on the levers of power.
We'd love to have had 6 years.
Don't tell
We'd
me
love
it's
to have
people
had
like
that.
me, your civil servants. What
with
are
us
your
a second.
ministers doing?
By the way, I've been wondering what the special place in hell looks like for those who promoted Brexit without even a sketch of a plan how to carry it safely. Thank you.
In December, I'll be in Beijing, opening up new pork markets.
I pledge that I will serve you with integrity and humility, and I will work day in, day out to deliver for the British people.
Nigel's a model, you know what I mean, and he does his little turn on the catwalk. On the catwalk, yeah, he does his little turn on the catwalk. Get him off, Nigel. I'm too sexy for my cat, too sexy for my cat. Poor pussy cat. Oh, too sexy for my love, love's going to leave me.
But new.
Eat on all the bread or not?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, then we take them all. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay, can I take off the meat and leave me the bread?
No, everything will be confiscated. Welcome to the Brexit, sir. I'm sorry.
Oh my.
Kipper.
By the way, I've been wondering what that special place in hell looks like for those who promoted Brexit without even a sketch of a plan how to carry it safely. Thank you.
All of these things are related. And the way she does it.
Just this one, sir.
Prime Minister, Your Majesty.
Lovely to see you again. Oh, it's a great pleasure.
Anyway.
Oh, it's a great pleasure.
Anyway.
I will unite our country, not with words, but with action. I will work day in and day out to deliver for you. Whoop-de-doo!
Hello, Joe Biden here.
Mr. President, it's Rishi Sunak. How are you?
Toodaloo.
They're now British fish, and they're better and happier fish for it.
Kipper.